Hi guys, just going to wait for a few more people to come into the room. Whew. How is everybody doing? So, I do want to talk about some stuff, but I'm just going to wait for more people to come into the room so I don't have to like keep repeating myself, I guess. I am feeling, thank you for asking guys, I am feeling like I've been doing TikTok for, I don't know if you were on my Instagram, but I've been doing TikTok for 6 years now. And I love what I do. But I've noticed in May, which is kind of strange because in May, I did say that we've got, at the beginning of May, we have a full moon and in Scorpio in Vedic astrology. And it's really an emotional time. There's a lot of breakups, endings, a lot of things that are going to come up to the surface that we might need to like figure out in our personal lives. And I've noticed that this is what was happening in my own personal life as well as my clients. And then I said that on the 16th, again, this is Vedic astrology, on the 16th of May, there is also a new moon. And then at the end of May, the 31st of May, there is going to be a full moon. So there's a lot of purging that everyone is going to be doing, ending relationships, ending certain jobs that they're doing. But what I've noticed for me personally is for 6 years, I've been doing free readings on TikTok as well as paid readings. And the amount of it, I cannot win. I cannot win. I've always said during my lives that there are a lot of people out there that can't afford a reading, and that's why I do free readings as well as private, as well as paid readings here on my live and on Instagram. But I've got to a place now where I'm so sick and tired of the abuse that I get from people. And I still stand by what I say when I say you do not need to gift me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share or subscribe. You don't need to follow me. And I will be saying that, like I pin it up. My moderator is my daughter. And you'll pin it up and you'll see that I say there is no need to gift. No need to tap the screen, copy and paste your question. And if I'm drawn to you, I'll read you anyway. But it's got to a point now where fuck all of that shit. I have to protect my energy. I could do free readings all day under the sun and try to help as many people from across the world as possible. And it will never be enough. After my live, I still get abused. I will still be told you didn't read for me. I gifted you a few gifts and roses. And then I would always have to say back, I told you not to gift me. I told you not to follow me. I told you not to be a subscriber. I told you to copy and paste your question. And if I'm drawn to you, I will read for you anyway. So I stand by that. But now I'm going to have to change a little bit of stuff. If you're not following me, you can only ask me one question and my daughter will pin it up. I'm so sick and tired of the abuse. I think it's bullshit. And I think me draining my energy, it's just not worth it. So it's kind of 6 years on TikTok doing free readings as well as paid readings. But I always stand by what I say. So please listen up, guys. You do not need to follow me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to do any of those things, but you can get one question only. If you are a member or a subscriber, copy and paste your question, because I'm going to focus on you a lot more, because I'm getting abuse from people who I'm doing free readings for, even if they're not following me, and I'm still getting like horrible messages, and I'm like, the fuck am I doing on live for 5 hours doing free readings and I'm still getting abused by these people? It's never enough. There's so many tarot readers out there that would say, if you don't follow me, you're not going to get a reading. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that. But now I fucking understand why they do that. Now I understand why people are like, if you don't follow me, you're not getting a reading. Now I get it. And I did not want to be one of those readers, but I am so done. I'm so done with the abuse. I'm sorry, there's only so much a human being can take. And I come on, when I don't have any private clients, I segregate time out to do my lives so I can do not only paid readings, but free readings. So throughout my lives, I will always say this to you. Don't follow me. Don't gift me. But you can still pop up your question. And if my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. The other thing I've noticed as well is throughout my lives, I could come on 5 times a week and there would be a person on here that's not following me. I don't want you to follow me. It's okay. That hasn't gifted me, because my daughter is my moderator and she's telling me this person hasn't gifted you, hasn't done anything, mum, like you told them not to. But then they're giving you abusive words and languages. And I'm like, that's why I got to stop. So I'm now changing it up a little bit. I think I've had it 6 years of bullshit and abuse. I'm fucking done. Sorry. So if you don't follow me, you can ask me one question and that's it. I will not read for you again. I've noticed as well that, I know I say you can ask me as many questions as you like. Ask me a fucking question, guys. Don't ask me if Faz and Maz are going to get back together 5 days in a row. Because if you don't believe what I'm telling you, then you should probably find another tarot reader that's going to give you the information that you want to hear. But I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you what I feel and what I see in the cards. But I get the same person who's not following me, who's not doing anything, and I'm still pinning them up, answering their question 5 days in a row. It's the same fucking question. And it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm not reading for you anymore. I ain't a fucking pinball machine where you can, you know, I'm a tarot reader. I died, I came back. I have abilities to sense, see and feel things. And it is my duty, surviving my near-death experience, to answer your questions, not only paid readings, because, you know, you do pay my bills and my super fans. So this is why I always cater to my super fans and I always cater to my members. But I always try to include everyone else who can't afford a reading. And once again, guys, I never fucking win. Still get abused and I'm fucking sick and tired of it. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to be like all of them other tarot readers out there now. Thank you for changing me. Didn't want to be this way. But like I said, if you are not a member or you're not a super fan, you can ask me one question. And that's it. One question every time I come on live. And that's it. Because I can't do it no more. It's just, I'm so drained and I feel so like unappreciated. I can't fucking win. Somebody said to me the other day, and this is a person that I've read for every fucking day this week, and asking me the same fucking question, am I going to get back with my person? And I'm like, but I answered you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and I told you your person doesn't want you and you're still asking me the same question. Don't ask me then, go to somewhere else. And it's like, and then they said to me, you only read for people who gift you. Are you fucking mental? I've been doing this for 6 fucking years. I wouldn't have 106,000 followers if I'd been just doing fucking paid readings. I don't fucking do that, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a giver. I give time, energy, love, and money all the time. And you don't need to abuse me. That's okay. Please, like, I'm sure your mother has taught you some sort of form of respect. Like, there's no need for abuse. It's okay. But it's just frustrating for me when the same person is asking me the same question 5 days in a row. You want me to tell you that your person wants you when they don't fucking want you. And I'm starting to understand why your person doesn't want you now, because you're a bit of a bugaboo. So now I'm getting it. So I don't mean to be a negative Nancy. I'm sorry to all of them Nancys out there, but apparently they use your name for this. But I don't mean to be a negative Anna. But I'm fucking done with this shit. And then yesterday when I was on my Instagram, I had a whole bunch of tarot readers going, Anna, that's why I don't do free readings anymore. And I'm like, wow, really? And they're like, yep, I don't do free readings anymore because people are so fucking nasty. And I saw the nastiness and the abuse in the 6 years that I've doing TikTok. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to rise above it. But when you've been reading the same person who doesn't follow, who doesn't gift for weeks on end, months on end, years on end, and then they're finally cussing you out, I'm like, nah, fuck this shit. Not happening. So I will be focusing more on my members and my subscribers now. I can see who's got the orange heart by their name, and I can see who are my super fans. So I will also be doing more superfan lives as well, because I only do it every Sunday. And I do it on a Sunday because usually everyone's off all around the world, because I have followers from all over the world. So I would think that everybody's off on a Sunday because, you know, it's the seventh day God rested. So I'm assuming that everyone's off on a Sunday. That's why I always do my subscribers live on a Sunday, so I can hit as many subscribers on a Sunday as possible. But I feel like I'm going to I feel like I'm probably going to do subscribers 3 days a week now, because like free readings for all of those people who abuse me later on, it's like, nah, fuck this shit. Not doing it anymore. Sorry. Not fucking happening. So, if you don't follow me, let me pin it up. I'm doing 14 cards today. If you would like to get an in-depth reading, upping my prices, you don't have to get a reading, but I will concentrate on my followers and I will concentrate on my members and my super fans. If you want to get on my list and you want a 14 card reading, it is the gaming keyboard that will get you on my list. I'm also going to do my best to try and record the 3 lives that I did on my TikTok, but I'm having technical difficulties downloading the 3 lives. So I'm also getting people going, when are you going to download the live? I fucking told you during my live to record it, voice record it, screen record it, get another phone and record it, record my voice so you have your reading consistently, just in case I am not able to download the live. So when I'm tired, I'm out. I ain't going to stay on here anymore for 5, 6 hours, 4 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. I'm not doing that. But I will cater to my members and I will cater to my super fans, because frankly, I know who all my loyal family is here on TikTok and on Instagram. So I will cater to you guys more than anyone else. In fact, for the first 20 minutes of this live, I'm going to make sure that I cater to my my subscribers and my members for the next 20 minutes. If anybody would like to get an in-depth reading, I always post my live on my YouTube. That is if there is no technical difficulties. But TikTok have changed a little bit, so I'm now having to tell everyone to record their readings because I'm still trying to download 3 of my lives. So like I said, there's more people that's entered into the room. I used to say to everyone, you can ask me as much questions, copy and paste your question. I'm not doing that anymore. If you're not following me, if you're not a member or you're not a subscriber, you can ask me 1 question on every live. I never used to be this way, but like I was saying at the beginning, there's so many abusive comments and I can't win. I do free readings across the board and I've been doing it. It's like, yeah, it's not worth it. So members and subscribers, I'm going to take care of you first. And I'm not going to do 15 minutes for you lot anymore. I'm going to do 20 minutes on the clock. Once the 20 minutes is up, if somebody's interested in in-depth reading, my daughter has pinned it there. It's 14 cards for the gaming keyboard. It's just above your screen or in the gift box below. I will not even be doing any in-between reading. So once you paid for a reading, I'm going to read for you straight away. I'm not even doing any in-between readings. At the end of my live, or coming closer to the end of my live, I'm going to do another 20 minutes for my members and my super fans. And that's just it. There's a lot of things that I've got to change now because I can't take this abuse anymore. Free readings. I can't win. Free readings, guys. Ask me as many questions as you want. If you're a member subscriber, if you're not a member subscriber, copy and paste your question. If my guides highlight, I mean, what else can I do? I'm not winning here, and I'm just burning out energy, so it's not worth it for me. All right, so let me cleanse the space. So I don't mean to be like a negative Nancy, but I have to change the way that I do my readings, because, you know, some people on here are a bunch of fucking assholes. No offense to the people that I love, but seriously, like, didn't your mother teach you any manners? Don't go on someone's live and abuse them. I would never do that to you. Angels and guides and loved ones, draw close to me and my family here on TikTok and use me as a vessel to give clear, concise, loving light messages for the greatest and highest good of all concerned. Amen. So guys, I'm also going to say this before I get started. If you would like to get a private reading from me, email me. My email address is on the main page of my TikTok and my Instagram. Once I receive your email, I'll give you all the details that you need to do on the readings that I do, and the costs and how I do it. Please also remember, guys, that this is my only TikTok. So how do you know it's my only TikTok? I have 100,000 followers. I only follow 28 people. I will never reach out to you. If somebody with my face is reaching out to you on any platform, that is not me. That is a scammer. So you've been warned. So block, report, and delete those people. I do refunds, guys, and I do free readings as well, but I'm going to more cater to my members and my super fans now, because, like I said, there's 100 people in here, so I kind of got to repeat myself. I will not just be doing free readings just like that anymore. One question for people who don't follow me only. Before it used to be, ask me as many questions as you want. Fuck that shit. Not getting abused anymore. It's not worth it. Okay, I'm going to have to be like all them other tarot readers out there that's like, if you're not following me, you're not getting a reading. But I'm still not doing it like that. I'm just saying one question. If you're not following me, go ahead. But if you are not following me, if my guides highlight your name, of course I'm going to read for you if you're not following me. But my members and my super fans, you can ask me as many questions as you like. So I will state this fact again, because I don't like getting abused. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to like, share, or subscribe. You don't need to do anything. You can still ask me a question. But if you're not a super fan or you're not a member, you can only ask me one question on every live. And that's that. And I'm not going to be staying on here like I used to for 4 or 5 fucking hours. No. No way. All right. Let me start my alarm clock. 20 minutes for my members and 20 minutes for my members and my super fans. And then if anyone is interested in getting an in-depth reading, it is the gaming keyboard above the screen or on the gift box below, and that is 14 cards. And I highly recommend that you record your reading just in case I'm having technical difficulties downloading the live on my YouTube, which I currently am at the minute. Joy, you are a member. Is Josh the one for me? So 20 minutes I've set on the clock, guys. There you go. A minute ago. Joy, is John the one for you? I got that John is a part of your soul experience in terms of learning important lessons. So the Tower card represents upheaval and destruction. It represents that he's in your life to teach you something, that you're in his life to teach him something. So for this time frame, yes, he is for you. He's not your forever and happily ever after person, no. And then I've got the 5 of Swords. He's going to make you think a lot. There's going to be a lot of thinking because this represents challenges and obstacles. You are coming out as the Queen of Coins. So you're self-sufficient, Joy. You don't actually need him. But, you know, I guess on some level you want him. Gabriella, any guides, loved ones, what does Gabriella need to know? Okay. What does Gabriella need to know? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me. If you do not follow me, you can ask me one question only. My members and my super fans can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives and during my lives only. I'm changing up the way I do it because people are taking the piss out of me when I do free readings. So I'm not doing that anymore. If you would like to get an in-depth 14 card reading, it is the gaming keyboard above the screen or down there. It is 14 cards. When you click on that button, the gaming keyboard should pop up on the screen with your name. And then you'll be on my list and you bypass the 110 people in the room. And I'm going straight to the next person, whoever gifts me. I'm not doing any more in-betweeners. I'm not doing that anymore. All right, here we go. All right, who's next? Danielle. I think you asked me a question. No, sorry, Gabriella. Any messages for Gabriella? I tried to pin you up, Gabriella, but it's not working. What does Gabriella need to know? There is healing being done underneath the surface of things. There is money coming coming into your direction. It feels like there could be a younger masculine around you as well. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. There seems to be healing done underneath the surface of things. You need to find balance, harmony, and moderation, and not everything is as it seems as I'm connecting to you. The moon card is like a distortion. Pay attention to your dreams and your visions. Pay attention to the signs and symbols and synchronicities. It's important that you do so. Jade, is G being honest about wanting to be business partners? Can we trust him? Angels, guys, loved ones. Jade, you are a member. All right, here we go. Is G being honest? And can you trust him? Is G being honest and can you trust him? He is being honest. He's actually a nice character. He's got a nice energy about him. And he does want to, I do think you can trust him. I feel like it will be like quite a family dynamic. And I feel like you guys will inspire each other because I've got the Ace of Wands. And then when it comes to him, he's coming out as the King of Cups. So the King of Cups out of all the kings is the nicest king. The Two of Swords is that you just need to make a choice or a decision about this person. Because the Two of Swords, Jade, is you going back and forth about it. Prue, what do I need to know? And guys, loved ones, what does Prue need to know, please, in love and light? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to follow me. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. If you do not follow me, you can ask me one question only. I will cater more to my super fans and my subscribers. I never used to be this way, but I'm really sick of the abuse for the 127 people that just walked into the room who didn't know that. Sick of the abuse. Used to do free readings all across the board, and I'm sick of the abuse. I'm fucking done. So now I'm going to cater to my members, my super fans, and if you are not following me, you can ask me one question only on every live. Don't need to gift me. Love and appreciate you. Prue, I've got money and love coming your way. It's either a new opportunity around love, a leveling up of love. The Ace of Cups is love, romance, partnership, babies, proposal, a higher form of commitment, a leveling up of a relationship, or more intimacy in a relationship. And then I've got the Ace of Coins, and the Ace of Coins represents a new job, money, pay rise, promotion, investment. There's an older masculine around you, so if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. You need to rest, recover, recuperate, and find peace of mind. Stop over-analyzing and overthinking things. Over-analyzing and overthinking things is going to stress you out, sweetheart. There's so many new beginnings around you, so you have something to look forward to. Cindy, is P, you seem so nice. Thank you. I think I'm quite nice. Somebody said, you seem so nice. Thanks. I know I've got a bitchy face and I might sound a bit bitchy because I'm a Capricorn energy. I'm actually quite nice. The 106,000 people would probably agree with you. Is P the right one? No. This person is an opportunist, Cindy. This person is money orientated, looking for money. This person is just seriously an opportunist. Be careful of what you wish for. I got the Star card. You might be praying or wishing for something in and around P, and then you might not even like what you get at the end of it. So be careful of what you ask for, okay, sweetheart? Rosie, will my daughter hear good news from the university, waiting for acceptance letter. Your daughter hear good news. Rosie, angels, guides, loved ones. This is for Rosie. If you're not a follower, you can ask me one question. Members and super fans can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives and during my lives. Super fans will always get a guided message, and they get me every Sunday or 3 days a week now. I'll cater more to my super fans. Will your daughter hear good news? I feel like there's going to be a delay to the good news, but there is victory around her with like applying for university. This is victory, success, and recognition. I do feel like there will be news, but there's a delay to it. The month of May is just a little bit, the energy is a little bit off in the month of May. Your daughter will also have an opportunity of 2 places to choose from, because the Two of Wands is back and forth trying to make a decision. That's the energy around your daughter. If you would like to get on my list and bypass everybody in the room, there's 102 people in here. It is the gaming keyboard. Once you click on that button, the gaming keyboard will pop up on the screen. You'll get a 14 card reading. I highly recommend that you record your reading just in case I can't post it up on YouTube, because I'm having technical difficulties downloading 2 of my lives at the moment. So if you would like to bypass the 108 people in the room, it is the gaming keyboard I've just pinned on the bottom of your screen. Diana, any messages, please? And you're a subscriber, so you get a guided message. Any messages for you? Let's have a look and see. What does Diana need to know? What does Diana need to know? What does Diana need to know? Diana, you need to cut out some stuff. Negative thoughts, words, situations, or people. If it's not that, you need to speak your mind. Say what you mean and mean what you say. You need to get into a place of peace. I feel like if you're feeling restless or burnt out or anxious, it's time to take action on it. I feel like we got the Wheel of Fortune upside down, which is always a turning point and good luck. But when the Wheel of Fortune is upside down, it's like stuck in the rut or wondering when things are going to move on. You've got the Lovers card upside down. The Lovers card upside down always represents that there's supposed to be a choice, opportunity, a divine counterpart, or a love coming your way. But it feels like the energy feels a little bit stuck. And it doesn't even have to be you. It could just be because of the energies that are floating around in the month of May. So you've got exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. It says the key to manifesting quickly is to have a very high energy level, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercises. This is why you hear me say, Diana, have a physical outlet. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising, and it becomes its own reward. So that is your guided message, because you're a super fan. Super fans will always get more. Jess, you're a super fan. What's Pete's intention towards me? So you get a guided message too. And guys, loved ones, what is Pete's intention towards Jess, please and thank you. If you do not follow me, you can ask me one question. Members and subscribers can ask me as many questions as they like. Subscribers will get a guided message with every question that they ask me, and subscribers will get me 3 times a week. So I block everybody else out but my subscribers. All right, and I'll post up when I'm going live for my super fans. What's Pete's intentions? I've got sexual energy around this person, but I also got experiences. You and Pete are supposed to have experiences with each other. You might have known each other in a past life, because I've got the World card. The World card is about learning important life lessons, the ending of a cycle, the beginning of something brand new, travel and relocation and movement. Ace of Wands is new opportunity, passion, new beginnings, that sort of energy. And the Chariot is like somebody's not making a move, or both of you are taking your sweet time to make a move, because the Chariot is about taking action on something that you want to do. Jess, take action on the thing that you want to do. Jess, all right, your guided message is moonlighting. It says, Jess, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping another job to pay your bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So you might have to put your time and your attention on something else rather than this connection or this relationship. Gabriella, General. Guys, loved ones, what does Gabriella need to know, please, in love and light? What does Gabriella need to know, please, in love and light? Gabriella. If you'd like to get on my list and you would like to bypass the 84 people in the room and you would like to get a 14 card reading, it is the gaming keyboard above the screen or in the gift box below. Gabriella. Gabriella, you need to tap into the spiritual part of yourself. This represents a spiritual connection. This represents marriage, a higher form of commitment. But most importantly, when the Hierophant is upside down, it represents that you need to connect to your higher self. The Hierophant represents blessings. It represents tradition. It represents a marriage. I feel like there will be a celebration at some point around you, something to celebrate, be around people that love and support you. There could be a social event around you and you've got new beginnings coming your way. This represents Ace of Swords is mental clarity, new challenges, new opportunities coming your way, but the need to cut out things that no longer serve you. The Page of Cups represents good news, a message and an offer, but because it's upside down, it feels like anything that's going to be emotionally fulfilling is coming in later on. You need to connect to the highest part of yourself. Soul searching. You've got employment change. It says, your career path is leading you to a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passion, and life purposes. Trust that these challenges will help you to release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So I hope that helps you in some way. Gabriella. Margarita, what will happen with me and Tomislav? What will happen with you and Tom? What's going on with what's going on in his head? Angels, guides, loved ones. Angels, guides and loved ones, what is going on with you and Thomas? What's going on with Thomas's head? Margarita. I think this person is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, the two of wands represents going back and forth at a crossroads. Thomas seems to be going back and forth about something, back and forth about this relationship, your connection. It feels like you're not the only person in Thomas's matrix. I've got the Lover's card, and the Lover's card does represent you and somebody else or a choice. I don't even think you guys are meant to be together. If you are, if you're not, then it's supposed to not be, you're not meant to be together. The Death card is if you do start a relationship, it will end at some point. This represents big changes, endings, moving on, transformation, and a new beginning. Anchoring your reading, the World card is like you've learned important lessons that you needed to learn with this person, and now you need to move forward. It doesn't feel like you and this person are meant to be with each other. It feels like you're a lesson, and it feels like you're not the only option and you're not the only choice. It feels like they're going back and forth in their head about it. I don't like that. I don't want to be an option. I want to be the choice, the chosen one. What are my ancestors and my guides trying to tell me lately? Lucy. Angels, guides, loved ones, what are your ancestors and your guides trying to tell you lately? Well, what signs and symbols and synchronicities are you seeing? It feels like you can't see something clearly. The Judgment card is a wake-up call, making the final decision, knowing what your life purpose is. The Seven of Wands is that you need to fight for what you believe in, remain on top of your game, and don't change who you are to please somebody else. Be your authentic self. Don't ever feel like you need to change who you are, Lucy, to please somebody else, because you're dying on your own. You're not taking your children and your mum and your dad and your aunties and your uncles. Ace of Cups represents somewhere down there you're going to have some sort of new beginning, emotional contentment, a new relationship, the birthing of a child. Anchoring your reading is the Hermit. You kind of need to spend some time alone. Do some soul searching, spiritual illumination. It's that sort of energy around you. Laurie, will I move this year? And you see when? And will financial get better? Are you moving? Will financial get better? If you do not follow me, you're only allowed to ask me one question. I used to be like, ask me any questions you want. Not anymore. Sorry, guys. Not anymore. If you are a member or you're a super fan, you can ask me as many questions as you like. Super fans will get a guided message, and you'll get me 3 times in the week. Will I move this year, and do you see? Okay. I do feel like you'll move, yes. And I do feel like your finances will get better, yes. However, in between all of this great answers, there's some toxicity in the energy. The toxicity, if it's not you, it's outside of you. And you need to cleanse, clear, and release any toxic energy that is around you. The 10 of coins is my rich card. So buy a scratch card or a lottery ticket, because this represents legacy, inheritance, financial gain, prosperity. Anchoring your reading, it's like you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're probably thinking about all the things that could go wrong, has gone wrong, and may go wrong. And if you're in that energy, then how are you supposed to manifest what exactly it is that you want? If you would like to bypass everybody in the room and you would like to get a 14 card reading, I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. Once you click on that button, the gaming keyboard should pop up on the screen, and that will get you 14 cards, and I will read for you straight away. Let's see here. Gina, any romance coming my way this year? Chris, you're on my list. Let me just read Gina really quickly, Chris, because I called her name before you gifted. All right, sweetheart, give me 1 second, Chris. Gina, and you're a subscriber, so you get a guided message. Angel guides, loved one, is there any love coming in for Gina this year? You have a karmic relationship coming in. So somebody that you've known from a past or a past life, could be a Virgo or Sagittarius, but I feel like it's not yet. It could be at the end of the year or the beginning of next year. You're going to have a few experiences this year, I feel, but it just feels like the 5 of Wands is like getting rid of insecurities, uncertainties, getting rid of lack if you're in the lack mindset, telling yourself you're going to be on your own. If you're telling yourself that, then that is what you're going to end up manifesting and co-creating. So you know what I always say, Gina, be careful of the words that you think, the emotions that you feel. Be careful of the energy that you're sending out, because what you send out, you're going to end up getting it back in. So I always say this. All right, sweetheart. So I hope that helps you. Let me get you a guided message. Give me 1 second, Chris. If you would like to bypass everybody in the room and you would like to get a 14 card reading, I'm changing up the way I do my lives. Free readings, you can only ask me one question. Lucy, if I book, can you record and send it? I don't think my daughter is going to be able to do that. You would need another device, another phone, or a recorder. Like I bought a £10 recorder from Amazon so I can record things. Your guided message, Gina, I've got attracting, no chasing. Wow, I literally say that all the time. Don't chase, attract. Gina, anything or anyone you chase after will run the other direction, will run the other way because of the fear of underlining chase energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Gina, don't chase love, attract. That's what I always say. All right, here we go. Chris, my love, I'm about to do a 14 card reading for Chris. If anyone is interested in what a 14 card reading looks like, this is it. It will be 4 oracle cards and 10 tarot cards. Chris, I highly recommend that you record your reading just in case I can't. The thing is, I've been trying to download 4 of my lives on my YouTube, but I'm having technical difficulties. This is why I'm now saying to anyone who's getting an in-depth reading that they kind of have to record it on their phone, record it on another device. My daughter doesn't have the facilities to record your reading and send it to you. This is why I tried to post it on YouTube. But again, TikTok's giving me technical difficulties and I'm unable. I'm still trying, though, to post up 3 other lives. Chris, angels, guides, loved ones. This is for Chris. What does Chris need to know? Chris, I'm going to do a general reading for you until I can see your question. So I'm changing up the way I do my lives now. I used to be very open giving free readings, but I've been getting abuse lately and I'm really sick and tired of it. So if you're not following me, you can ask me one question only. Members can ask me as many questions as they like. Super fans can ask me as many questions as they like, and super fans will get a guided message with every question that they ask me, and they're going to get me 3 times a week, my super fans. And I don't just do readings for super fans. I do some shit, like I talk about numerology, hauntings, spirituality, astrology, what star sign matches the body part. So I do, like, I go in. General Chris. All right, Chris. Hi, honey. So the first thing that I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you before I start using the tarot cards is I heard you need to relax. You need to learn how to take a step back from reality, from work, from family, from being a parent, from being whatever it is that you are for everyone else in the world. You need to step back and relax. I also keep seeing 42. So 4s and 2s, you're going to see that number everywhere you go. 4 is about spirituality and angels. 2 is about partnership and collaboration. I also feel like you're supposed to be doing your life purpose. And if there's any uncertainty in what you're doing, then you need to manage your time better. I also feel like you need to assert yourself. I also feel like you're ascending in the world, Chris. I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, if you assert yourself, you are going to transcend obstacles. You're going to learn from extreme experiences or things that you've experienced in the past. There's a new phase coming into your energy. I've got Leo around you. I feel like you're a hero. I feel like you're a hero to everybody but yourself when I connect into your energy, Chris. I also feel like I'm a bit conflicted. I don't know if you're going back and forth about something or you're trying to make a decision about something, but it feels like Lucy, you shouldn't even get a reading if you're at work, honey, because you might miss it. Lucy, I wouldn't get a reading if you're at work. I don't want you to pay for a reading and then I'm not going to be able to download it. Don't want you to do that. I don't want you to miss it. I feel like, I don't know if there's hot and cold energy around you, Chris, or you're trying to go back and forth. But I feel like there's a decision that you have to make, or there's going to be like multiple choices coming your way. I also feel like, I don't know if there's something around somebody from the past that I don't know if you're thinking about, or somebody from the past that might be coming back in, but I just feel like healthy boundaries needs to be implemented. I did say I've got Leo energy around you, so I don't know if that's going to make any sense, or if somebody's coming in that's got Leo energy or is a Leo. But I just wanted to highlight that for you. All right, here we go. And guys, loved ones, this is for Chris. What does Chris need to know? What does Chris need to know? I will always try, and for the 6 years that I've been doing this lives, I have always, I'm on my break. When will you be live next? I'm not sure. I might be going live on Instagram tomorrow for 2 hours, but I'll let you know and I'll tell you what time I'll be going on. It's just that I'm changing my live now a little bit. All right, here we go. Chris, what does Chris need to know? Ascension around you, Chris. Remember what I said. Purple D, you're on my list. Purple D. And I'm not going to read anyone in between anymore. No way. Because I used to include people who don't follow me in between each gifter. And I just think to myself, what is the point of doing that when I get abused after my life? It's so unfair. I try to cater to everybody that doesn't follow me, that can't afford a reading, and then I still get fucking abused. It's so sad. I'm so hurt. All right, Chris, you got to let go of trauma. You got to let go of past. You can't hold on. You did the right thing, Anna. I'm just so upset. Like, I can't please anyone, even if I do free readings. Hold on, Chris, why are you getting abused? Because after my live, people say, I gifted you 3 flowers, 3 roses, and you didn't read for me. How dare you? And I'm like, yeah, but during my live, I say, don't gift me. Don't tap the screen. I don't want abusive messages after my live. I'm drained. I've just done readings for free readings and gifted. Why are you abusing me after my live? That's so unfair. And that's why I'm getting abused. So all across the board, I don't deserve that. So Chris, let go of trauma, let go of hurt, and let go of sadness. The Ten of Swords always represents the ending to something, but then the beginning of something brand new. So it seems to me like you have gone through a lot of things in your life, but guess what, Chris? It didn't kill you. You survived it, right? It made you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I also feel as I'm connecting to you, I've got money in your energy. Money, possible collaboration, a partnership. I feel like you need to ground your energy to Mother Earth. I feel like you're a jack of all trade. Preciously, you're on my list. Preciously, you're on my list. I got you, honey. You're a jack of all trade. From looking at these cards, Chris, you are a jack of all trade. It feels like you're somebody that is resourceful and domestically skilled. It feels like as I'm connecting to you, you are able to... It feels like as I'm connecting to you, you're able to have your own business. If you don't have your own business, then you need to be the boss of the company that you're working for. That's what I feel as I'm connecting to you, Chris. Remember what I said to you earlier, ascension. So whatever is going on in your life, you are rising above it, okay? Yes, of course, I do private readings outside of TikTok. Been doing it for 6 years. Email me. My email address is on the main page of my TikTok and my Instagram. I'm also seeing there's going to be an opportunity for you to collaborate with a younger masculine, Chris. If this person isn't here yet, this person's coming in, depending on your situation, could be lovers, could be friends, could be a partnership. There's a lot of creative projects and inspiration coming your way. I am seeing as I'm connecting, you've got a whole bunch of important people coming towards you. I've got another man here. So I've got two masculines around you, an older and a younger one. Now, again, they could be partnering up with you. They could be collaborating with you. And again, if they're not here yet, they're coming in at some point, okay? I am seeing as I'm connecting to Five of Cups talks about sad emotions. If you keep on thinking about the past and all the things that has gone wrong, how are you supposed to manifest all the good stuff? The Five of Cups talks about sadness, feeling unfulfilled. The Five of Cups feels like loss, regret, feeling abandoned, unloved, being in a room filled with people but feeling lonely. It's like you need to let go of these emotions that are not helping you in any sort of way. I am seeing another person. My God, you're supposed to be in a... Are you married? Are you married? Are you single? Because you're supposed to have a divine counterpart. A divine counterpart is a soulmate, somebody that you've known from a past life. So I feel like as I'm connecting to you, then you're going to be meeting a whole bunch of important people. And I don't know if this is working with people, but this is like a whole bunch of important people here. So there's like people that are going to come from all walks of life that are going to want to be a part of your business, want to start a business with you, or you might incorporate them into your life. It just feels like that. There's a lot of inspirational energy, a lot of spark of creative energy coming your way in the next couple of months. And look at that collaboration with 2 or 3 people, 3 of coins. Mastering your craft, creating a body of work, doing something that you love to do. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, victory, success, recognition is yours, being the boss. There's like an award coming your way, being awarded for the job that you've done, giving you the recognition for who you are and what you've done. This is all coming in. Money, pay rise, promotion, study, education, learning something brand new. Good news, a message or an offer, something tangible. I also feel like you're supposed to be traveling. Can a modify... Kalani, I don't think this is possible, but can you answer Lucy? Because I just don't think it's a good idea to get a reading if you're at work, because my readings are long. They're not small and simple, they're long. So Chris, there's a clean slate for you. Clean slate, new adventures, new opportunities, a new path, having a holiday, travel, relocation. This is all in your energy. Now, anchoring your reading, be patient, because everything that you've planted, everything that you've asked for, all the hard work and grafting that you've done is going to come to fruition. This is reap what you sow energy. Reap what you sow. So your guided message is, look at that, love, romance, adoration, unconditional love, opening up your heart chakra. That's what this card represents. Love is the energy that will bring things in. Love is the energy that will bring abundance and prosperity. You've got the Road Runner as one of your guided messages. It says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. You've also got the energy is gaining momentum. And you've also got be kind as your guided message. It says, be kind to yourself, nurture your well-being, remove any feelings of guilt. Those only have a negative reaction on your body. Smile at the lady across the street. Hold the door open for a stranger. Show kindness to others, but also to yourself. Be the love that you want to see. So, Chris, I hope that helps you in some way. So not only did I see Leo, I've also got Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus in your reading. And I've also got Aquarius in your energy as well, Chris. So guys, record your reading because like I said, my readings are no joke. Right, who else am I going to now? Purple D. I'm going straight to the next person. If there is nobody on my list, like I said, if you're not following me, you can ask me one question. If there's no one else on my list, I will continue to cater to my super fans and my members. Most importantly, I'll focus on you guys. But again, if you don't follow me, one question is allowed. I used to be open to doing it all the time. If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get a 14 card reading like I gave to Chris, I've just pinned it on the bottom of the screen. The gaming keyboard will get you 14 cards. I highly recommend that you record your reading, voice record it, screen record it, get another phone and record it, because I'm having technical difficulties downloading 3 of my lives on my YouTube. I put my readings on YouTube so you can watch your reading over and over again, but TikTok's being an asshole and it's taking ages to download the live. There's technical difficulties, like I said. Okay, Purple D. Hi, honey. How can I help you today? Angel guides, loved ones, this is for Purple D. What does Purple D need to know? If you would like to bypass everybody in the room and you would like to get an in-depth reading, it is the gaming kit, Chris. Thank you. All makes sense to me. You always help. Love and appreciate you. Chris, I know there's so many great tarot readers out there and I'm truly humbled that you picked me to do your reading. So I hope I helped you in some way. That's all I ever wanted to do with free readings as well as paid. So I love and appreciate you and thank you for trusting me to do your reading. There's so many great readers out there. You could choose anybody and I'm so happy if you choose me. I'm truly humbled by that. So thank you, Chris. Love and appreciate you, honey. All right. Purple D. I'll do a general reading for you, Purple D, until I can see your question. I always say this as well because I don't like getting abused. You don't need to follow me to get a reading. If you don't follow me and you're not a follower, you can ask me one question on my live. If my guides will highlight your name, that means I need to read for you. People seem to think I choose people who don't follow me. I don't choose them. My guides highlight your names very bright and then I have to read for you. So that's how I read for people who don't follow me. Members and subscribers, members and super fans, I'll always make sure I cater to you guys first. Okay, here we go, sweetheart. One biopsy, all good. You were right. Waiting for the second. Any good news for the future? Divorce, still not. Listen to me. I'm not the one who changes the energy of your life. You are. You have the power, Purple D, to get rid of any illness or ailments that come before you. You are the one that can heal yourself. The body can be stripped open and cut open for 9 hours long, and they could plug all of these things into your body. If you get out of the way, your body already knows how to stitch itself back together, no matter what illness or ailment you have. Do you understand that? All you have to do is stop focusing on it. When you focus on the problem, you make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Focus on the positive parts of your life. Focus on the things that you do have control over. Let your body do the healing. Get out of the fucking way. Don't even worry about the second biopsy, because worry will make whatever the problem is bigger and bigger and bigger. It wasn't that I was right. All I did is planted a seed in your head from the universe and divine. Divine says, get out of your own way, and then we'll do the rest. That's all I did. Just plant the seed, man. That's what God told me to do when I did not want to come back here. I was happy to be on the other side. So you keep doing that. Right. You need to know. And you said you're not divorced yet. So the first thing that I'm picking up on is you need to be around friends and family that you love, that loves and appreciates you, that is your cheerleader in your life. You need to be surrounded and you need to laugh. Did you know that laughing creates joy juice in your physical body? You release out a pheromone that will heal certain parts of your body that has been destroyed. Did you know that? I don't hang around or listen to bad news or focus on anything negative. I have no time for this shit. I like to watch Friends. I like to laugh. I like to help people to the best way I can. I don't sit there listening to bad things or expect bad things, because it will, like I said, make it bigger. So be around people. There is happy news coming your way. Even more happy news is what I'm hearing your guides tell my guides. There's a sense of achievement around you as well. It's like it's like you know, the cards that were dealt with you. Take chances, take risks. Be optimistic, take a gamble, be strategic. I've got Libra in your energy. I've got love in your energy. You're going to see 333 everywhere you go as I'm connecting to you. Inspiration is what I'm hearing. Distance yourself from any energy where you feel disconnected or separated or blocked. I feel like you need to have more intimacy, more love. I feel like admit the truth to yourself and then learn to surrender. These are the things that I'm hearing as I'm connecting into your energy, Purple D. What do you need to know? So you said that you're not divorced yet. Is that right? Like, are you in the process of it, Purple D? I am doing a 14 card reading for Purple D. And if anyone is interested in a 14 card reading like I'm about to do for Purple D, this is what it looks like. I've just pinned it on the bottom of the screen. Once you click on that button, the gaming keyboard should pop up on the screen with your name, and you'll get on my list and you'll bypass everybody in the room. Here we go. So I've got Purple D and I've got Preciously. After Preciously, I've got no one on my list. So that means I will make sure that I cater to my super fans, and yes, my members. But I'll also include in people who don't follow me, but you're only allowed to ask me one question. All right, been separated 20 years. Jesus Christ, when is the divorce going to happen? That you're still bound to this person energetically, Purple D. What are you waiting for? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Purple D need to know? Like, that is quite exactly 20 years. 2 decades of being separated, but still being energy collected and connected, bound by law, like energy by divine, because it's through God that you exchange these vows. So technically you're still together. You can be separated. He won't sign off. Make him. Make him. I don't know how you're going to do it. Just be like, it's time to let this go. Can't be tied to you. All right, here we go. What do you need to know? Purple D. Whoa. Oh my God. It looks so good right now. It does. It looks really good. Okay. Your first card is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is the most immature page in the deck, the one who chats shit. The Page of Swords is immature gossip and chit-chatter. The Page of Swords is the one who's cutthroat and brutally honest and is so childish and basically needs to grow the fuck up. The Page of Swords is as well. You have to be mindful about what you're saying, because it feels like you're going to end up manifesting something that you don't want to manifest. Like if you don't want to delay or prolong something, make sure you're speaking the words into existence that you want to manifest. The Page of Swords is about thinking before speaking, cutting out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people. The Page of Swords is also good news, a message or an offer coming your way. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, oh my God, it's too good. I don't even know which cards to show you. You're looking for a connection or a situationship. That's an equal balance of give and take. Well, the Six of Coins is always a payback card. So every time I see this card, this is payback's a bitch. So with the Six of Coins, this represents the equal balance of give and take, generosity, having enough money to pay your debts and your bills, and still having enough money to go on holiday. That is what the Six of Coins represents, the equal balance of give and take. I also feel like there could be another opportunity for love around you, but don't you dare start another contract with another relationship with somebody else until you've got that divorce signed, sealed, and delivered. The Two of Cups talks about a soulmate and a divine counterpart, talks about a marriage and a higher purpose, a relationship, a connection. So a new one coming your way. So again, if this isn't here yet, it's coming in. There is healing being done underneath the surface of things. So when you've got the Temperance card, it's you doing things in moderation, finding balance and equilibrium, being patient, self-control, and make sure that you're filling up your own cup and not just taking care of everybody else. The universe is asking you to take a leap of faith, because the Fool card does represent leap of faith, new paths, new adventures, new beginnings, and it represents a clean slate. This is what the energy represents for you. I also feel like as I'm connected to you, I've got another wedding around you. I've got a wedding, celebration, family, homecoming, reunion, partnership. This is what I'm seeing in your energy. Look at all of these love cards, man. What the fuck? These are all like relationship cards. Ace of Cups is love, babies, proposal, marriage, high form of commitment, a soulmate, a relationship. Babies doesn't have to be you. It could be a child being born into your energy in the family. The Two of Cups is a marriage. These are all marriage cards. So it seems to me like you have, yeah, but you can't get any of this until you cleared out the other contract, because you have a soul contract with the other person still. You ain't divorced. You should never start a new relationship when you're divorced, when you're not fully divorced yet, because you're still karmically, look at this. You're still karmically tied to this person. Justice is legal matters, legalities, the contract, the document, the marriage, the divorce, the new house, the new car, the new job, all of the above. But you've got good karma attached to you. So the Justice card represents cause and effect, win-win situation, truths coming out, the balancing of the scales, the signing of the important document or the contract. And then you've also got, are you joking? Ace of Coins. Look at all your aces here. There are 4 aces in the deck. You've got both of them. There's 4. You've got 2 of them. So the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Cups is new beginnings. New beginnings in love. New beginnings around money, job, pay rise, promotion. And honey, look at your last card. 10 of Coins. Leaving a legacy, retirement, inheritance, financial gain, prosperity. Leaving a legacy for your children and your grandchildren. Anchoring your reading a younger man. If he's not here yet, he's coming in. Could be a lover or a friend. The 10 of Coins is about, I would always say to people who I read for, and I said this once to one woman here that followed me, who's been following me for 6 years. I kept on seeing, I said this to her and I'm seeing it with you. Get a scratch card or a lottery ticket. And then she said, Anna, when you said that to me, it was like I knew something deep down in my gut. And she became a multi-millionaire. She goes, Anna, I'm not just a millionaire, I'm a multi-millionaire. And I have posted that comment as a review on my TikTok and my Instagram and on my YouTube to show you guys that this shit's real. So like, seriously, get a scratch card, lottery ticket. What have you got to lose? A lottery ticket could be like $5, right? £5. So your guided messages, a personal issue is going to reach resolution. You got Cancerian as well as Libra in your energy. You've also got the meerkat. It says, get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. What did I say to you in the beginning? Be around friends that love and support you. I've also got this card. It says fear. Get rid of anxiety, temper, any jealousy, because fear creates a block to, I don't know, your abundance, maybe. It says To be vibrationally in alignment and open to receiving abundance of any kind, you must feel worthy. Set your intentions and believe. If you would like to manifest money, say, I can feel money. I can feel money on its way to me and I am grateful for it. Are you fucking kidding me? Abundance, cash, money, like you can't make this shit up. I always pull out the oracle cards. I always pull out the oracle cards before I do your readings, and then I always look at the oracle cards later on because I always want to see if the oracle cards matches up to the tarot cards, and it always does. I mean, 97% of the time it always does anyway, I will say that. So Purple D, you know what you need to do, right? You know what you need to do, yes? Get going, boo. So as well as Libra, I've got Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini in your reading. So I hope that helps you in some way. If you're interested in getting an in-depth, I will cater to my, well, if you don't believe it, then you don't have to be here, Aram. Don't make negative comments. Just fuck off in love and light. Don't come into my live and say something mean. Just piss off. Preciously, you're next. So I used to do in-betweeners, but I'm not doing it anymore. For the new people that's just got into the room, I used to do free readings all the time. And I used to say, you don't need to follow me, gift me, tap the screen, like, share or subscribe. But I was still getting abuse from people who do not follow me or do not gift me, even if I'm doing free readings. I'm not winning here. So I was like, fuck that shit. So I'm going to do what every other tarot reader is doing. If you're not following me, you can ask me one question only. Members and super fans can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives during my lives only. For my super fans, I'm going to go live 3 times a week now and cut out everybody else. And super fans during my open live will get a guided message with every question that they've asked me. I'm about to do a 14 card reading right now for Preciously. And if anybody's interested in getting a 14 card reading, I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. I'm not going to read any in-betweeners. I'm going to go straight to you once I've received your gift. So it is that button that I pinned on the bottom of the screen. Once you've clicked on that button, the gaming keyboard, and your name pops up with the gaming keyboard, I will read for you. I do highly recommend that you record your reading, guys, because I'm having technical difficulties downloading 3 of my lives that I've done here on TikTok. So screen record if you can. Screen record it, voice record it. Get another phone or a voice recorder and record it that way so you can watch it again later on. Okay. Preciously wants a general reading. The first thing that I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you is you don't need to gift. What I said in English is, if you're interested in getting a reading, guys, it is the gaming keyboard. However, you don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to like me. You don't need to subscribe, and you don't need to follow. And I will still read for you one question if you're not a follower. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, then don't be any of those things. And I will still read for you anyway. But you only get one question on every live. All right, here we go. The first thing that I'm feeling as I'm connecting to you preciously, you're supposed to be doing classes. I don't know if you're going to learn something brand new, if you're going to take up new classes. Stay strong and resilient. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Because I'm right, innit? You're taking classes, or you're going to take classes. I'm right, innit? Because as soon as I tuned into your energy, I'm like, why is she supposed to be taking classes? All right. I got Capricorn energy around. I got love life, something highlighting around your love life. I keep seeing the infinity symbol, so infinite potential and infinite giving classes. Supposed to be doing classes, taking classes, giving classes, classes. Supposed to be giving classes. Your energy right now is, there's a lot of love in your energy, like eternal love, unconditional love. I feel like, what is that? Who did that? Oh my God. Hold on a minute. Sorry, preciously. Kalani, can you tell me how many coins that is? The flying jet, Kalani. Las GD. No. Oh my God. Right. Las GD, you're going to get some serious ass reading, man. You better record it. You better record it, man. All right. Jesus. All right, Las GD, I got you, sweetheart. Yes, my marriage, okay, has been the best it's ever been. Communicating is amazing. So this, yeah, because there's something about eternal love life. There's something about unconditional love, giving affection. I've got Capricorn energy around you. Things are going to shift and change for you in 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, or the 10th of a month. Did you know, preciously, that you were back in Cleopatra times? Because every time I look into your energy, I feel like you were with me in Cleopatra times. Like back in Egypt, because I got the pyramid. I'm not going to say you were Cleopatra. We could have been servant girls of Cleopatra, because one of my gifts after I died is able to see past lives. And I keep seeing that. I don't know if you're going to go to Egypt at some point. You've been to Egypt. But I think, me too. Me too. Somebody said, no, you got Cleopatra energy. I was like, no, I'm definitely not no queen. I was like, no, I ain't a fucking queen. I'm definitely one of the servants, but I ain't the queen. But there's something about infinity energy around you. There's something about intuitive. Your telepathy energy in 2026 is going to be crazy, by the way. You're going to be able to, like with my daughter, I can read her mind. Like she could be sitting in another room and I'll be like, I know what you're thinking. And then I'll be saying a name and she'll be like, how the fuck did you know that? So your telepathy energy, like an inner knowing, is going to be heightened in 2026 if it isn't already. There's soulmate energy around you. I don't know how to explain it, but your energy is quite deep. What do you do for a living? Did you say, what do you do? Wait, let me. You're friggin', she's a medium. Yes, I remember. You don't even need me. If anyone is interested in, I don't do many readings. If you don't follow me, you can ask me one question. I'm doing a 14 card reading now for Preciously. If you're interested in getting a 14 card reading, click on that button on the bottom of your screen. It needs to pop up on the screen, and it needs to pop up with your name. I only get readings from you. Where did that go? Sorry, hold on a minute. Thank you, honey. I love and appreciate you. Where did my sticker go? What the fuck a duck? Right, what day is it today? Today's Thursday. Sorry, guys. I don't know where that went. Thursday, the 21st of May, 26. Yes, done. Thank you. Done. Thank you for choosing me. You've been following me for years. I knew you did tarot. It's just I haven't seen you for a while. All right, here we go. What do you need to know? There's something about infinity really strong around you. 5 years. See, I've been doing this 6 years. I know who my true soul tribe is, man. I know who my soul tribe is. All right, here we go. There's something about infinity as well. So not only are you going to, not only is your telepathy abilities are going to heighten, but you're also going to start to see aura, you know, like auras around people. I don't know if you've already started seeing colors around people, but I feel like you're going to start seeing auras around people. If you want a 14 card reading, yes, it is the gaming keyboard above the screen or in the gift box below. Yes. If you do not follow me, you are more than welcome to ask me one question. If you do not follow me, just copy and paste your question. If you don't follow me, that's okay. I'll still, if my guides highlight your name, I'll read for you. Members and subscribers, members and super fans can ask me as many questions as they like. Super fans will always get a guided message, and super fans will always get me 3 times a week. That's one thing that I haven't been able to, well, hello. 2026 is about, you're going to start to see auras around people. You're going to start to see their energy field around them. You're going to start to be like, did I just hear that? Did I just hear someone talking in my head and it wasn't me? You're going to start to hear that. I have that. It happens to people who have these abilities. It happens to people who nearly die. You know, I'm one of those people that did die and come back. 4th open heart surgery, 9 hours long will do it to you. You know what I mean? All right, preciously. I'm just guides love one. Just preciously need to know. What do you need to know? There's energies around you that doesn't need to be around you. I will say this right now. Yeah, I'm going to say this to you now. I feel like you've already been through a lot of things in your life. The Tower card always talks about rebuilding something that fell apart, staying in a situation for too long, staying in a job for too long, staying in a connection or relationship in the past for too long, and it was detrimental to your soul. This is upheaval, destruction, the crumbling down of your world. And what happens when everything falls apart? You have to rebuild everything. The greatest thing about having your world fall apart is that you become a bad motherfucker. You become a bad bitch. And it's like nothing is gonna, I'm never gonna allow. The Tower is my favorite card. I don't know why people don't like the Tower card. I get it. It looks fucking scary. Maggie, you're on my list. I get it. It looks really scary. But the Tower card is a rebuild. It's a restructuring of your life. So you've turned into her. This woman is cutthroat, brutally honest, absolutely logic of mind. She's strategic. She makes plans. She says what she means and means what she says. And if she doesn't like you, she will reevaluate this shit and cut you out if she doesn't think that you're going to be good for her in her life. This is the way we should all be, as far as I'm concerned. I'm also seeing, as I'm connecting to a man around you, I've actually got 2 masculines in your energy, but you are married, right? Your divine counterpart. Now, these 2 men, one of them is your partner. I'll tell you why it's your partner, because I've got the king, I've got the empress and the emperor. These are divine counterparts, soulmates. You've known each other in a past life. You were married to each other before. You're married to each other again. You're both supposed to have your own business. You're supposed to be the boss of your business. You're both supposed to be abundant. You were born to be leaders. You're both you on your own. Preciously are divine feminine and divine masculine. Now, there's a good balance between those, both of those worlds. There is another masculine around you and a pregnancy around you as well. So if you're not looking to have any babies, you kind of need to hood up. Because it doesn't mean that you're going to get pregnant, but there is a possibility that there could be a pregnancy around you depending on your situation. The Emperor represents power, leadership, being strategic, making plans, and being the parent figure. This represents, hell nah. The Empress represents mothering, energy, leadership, pregnant with ideas, giving birth to ideas, or an actual pregnancy. If not you, then in the family. It seems to me like there's going to be a lot of partnering up here. Collaboration around business, collaboration around work. the possibility that you and your husband could easily work together. You got to let go of some heavy emotions or thoughts or feelings or negativity that is swirling around in your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. It's exhausting when this happens. Heavily burdened, feeling exhausted, feeling like you got the whole world on your shoulders, feeling like you have to hold everybody up. You're the one that's the bottom of the pyramid, right? You're the one holding everything up, right? It's always us. Walk away from a creepily accurate with hubby and I working. You can work together, hands down. 8 of Cups. Walk away from emotions, thoughts, feelings, negative ways of thinking, self-defeating beliefs, or people that no longer serve you. Walk away into your new adventure, because new adventures await you. When you turn your back on things that no longer emotionally fulfill you anymore, it's time to move on and walk away. I don't know what you're going back and forth about, or this is something that you were going back and forth about and you're making a decision, or if you're going back and forth about something currently, about somewhere in the future. Stand still, take the blindfolds off, put the sword down, and make a decision. If you're at a crossroads and you're trying to make a compromise about something, be your authentic self. Fight for what you believe in. Remain on top of your game. Don't change who you are to please somebody else. Be who you are born to be. Jessie H, you're on my list. I got you, honey. Jessie H. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, the world is your oyster. This is the ending of a cycle, the beginning of something brand new. TT, you're on my list. TT, you're on my list. I feel like the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster, my love. You can do anything. You're learning important cycles. You're learning important goals right now. So the ending of a cycle, the beginning of something brand new. Lessons are meant for us to evolve and grow as souls. And every sad, bad, or negative thing that you've ever been through, it's not for nothing. Everything you've ever been through in your life is for something. So don't forget that. You're supposed to have your own business. You're supposed to work for yourself. You're supposed to do the classes that you are. I don't know. What are you waiting for? Go and do the classes. You're supposed to be making the wonga and the money. You and your partner could be absolutely abundant in your energy. You already have it coming to you already through your life experiences. The universe is just telling you to hurry up, yeah? Get going. You've got the chameleon in your energy. It says, stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. This might be the procrastination with the classes. Then you've also got adjustments are required. At some point in all of this madness, you need to have a break, vacation, rest, and a timeout. And what did I say to you about the Tower card? Destruction, upheaval, learning important lessons, and all of that leads to growth. So the growth card says, it doesn't matter how old you are, what life experiences you've encountered. Allow yourself time to grow. Take the time to find out who you are. Embrace challenges. They are part of your life's journey. They help you expand. Remember, if you are ever stuck, ask the universe to show you the way. Look at that. So not only did I see Capricorn, I have Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries in your reading. So I hope that helps you in some way. Love and appreciate you, sweetheart. Love and appreciate you. I usually go back and forth, but I'm changing the way I do my lives now. You're so welcome. I love you, sweetheart. You are part of my soul tribe, man. Lash GD. I've got Lash GD. I've got Maggie. I've got Jessie, and I've got TT on my list. I'm going straight. Once you gift me, I'm bypassing everybody in the room. Once I'm done with my list, I'm going to cater to everyone in the room. If you do not follow me, you can ask me one question only. Members and members and super fans can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives and during my lives only. Laz GD. Hi, honey. I'm going to get you... You gifted me 5,000 coins. Right. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oracle cards and 10 tarot cards. Here we go. Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Love Judy. What do you need to know, honey? Is it something specific? Is it a general reading which covers everything? Love, relationship, health. You do not need to gift me, guys. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. General. All right, honey, I got you. Love and appreciate you. Thank you for that. You really did not have to give me that. It could have just been the gaming keyboard. That would have been good. So the first thing that I'm feeling as I'm connecting to you is I've got Scorpio energy around you. This could be somebody coming into your energy, their star sign, or it could be a part of your sun, moon, and rising sign. I've got keys in my hands, so I don't know if you're going to have a new set of keys for the office, a key for the house, or a key for a new car. But I've got keys because I feel like there's many options that are coming your way. You just need to make a decision. I also feel like this is a really good time for networking and opportunities. Networking. I also feel like you need to ground your energy to Mother Earth. So keep going. And at some point, you also need to have a break from reality. So going on a holiday, traveling, relocation. I also have to say this to you as well, Laz GD. You need to lean on God and your angels for support. So if you're feeling like there's any heavy energy, now I don't know whether you believe in God or not, and that's okay if you don't, because God believes in you. You need to lean on your angels and you need to lean on God for support, because if you don't ask, then you don't get. That's how I see it. I always pray and I always ask God to help me out, and I always get help. I swear on my daughter's life. Always. I also feel like you're going to see 5 and 1 everywhere you go. 5, 5, 5, 1, 1, 1, 51 everywhere you go. If you haven't seen that number yet, you're going to see it. I feel like I have to tell you to be optimistic. Stop being so pessimistic. What could go wrong has gone wrong, may go wrong. Optimistic is what you need to be, where you need to be. I'm doing a 14 card. Well, I'm doing a more than 14 cards for Les GD. But if you'd like to get a 14 card reading, I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. The gaming keyboard will get you on my list and will get you 14 cards. You are divine masculine, Laz GD. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are yang, masculine, power, energy attached to you. But with all this power and being divine masculine, you need to find balance, peace, happiness, and harmony is what I'm hearing. What star sign are you? That's GD. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? So, Cancers. Cancerian is the mothers of the zodiac sign, just like Capricorn. So whether you're male or female and you have Cancerian energy, women must be butter in your hands, because you would relate to females, because you have a mothering or a loving or parental energy about you. You are somebody that is creative, either a good cook, creative, artistic work. But for a man who's a Cancerian, which is a divine, like a very, very, you know, you can relate to female women. So women would be like putty in your hands sort of energy. You would relate to women in ways that no other star sign could, unless you're a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, and you're a man. There's something about being optimistic, though, in your energy. There's a regeneration around you. Let's see. You've got divine, you're like divine masculine, but is able to relate to females, because Cancerians is, again, very motherly, very parental energy. All right, here we go. So you would know how to relate to females. Here we go. You need to know. You need to know. Can I ask you when your birthday is? I don't need to know the year. Just need to know your birthday because I want to know what playing card you are. When is your birthday? Don't tell me the year. 18. You're the 10 of clubs. You are psychic as hell. You're so psychic. Cancerians are born psychic. So you would hear, sense and feel things from a little child and you think you're going crazy, but you're not. You might even see the shadow that walks past the room and you're going, oh my God, I think I'm going crazy. I've got mental problems. Nope. You are born with psychic powers like me. You have psychic abilities. So Cancerians, you are born psychic. Mediums, you have the mediumistic energy attached to you. So you can Google this if you want. I do astrology and numerology readings. I do soulmate readings, the whole shebang. So once I know what playing card you are and what your star sign is, you were actually born. Your soul contract is to be a medium or psychic. If you do not want to go into this field, that's your choice because you've got free will, but it doesn't change the fact that you have to fulfill your life purpose and it could be involved with the masses. Amanda, you're on my list. All right, here we go. You got to get out of your own way. You need to start looking at your situation from another point of view. You got to stop self-sacrificing your happiness to please somebody else, honey. You got to do this. You were born. Do you know you're an old soul? You got brown eyes, right? Do you know what they say about people with brown eyes? That you are here, you are old souls, that you've had thousands of lifetimes, okay? You've been born many times. Brown-eyed people, you have come into the world to help ground the energy of Mother Earth. Blue eyes people, you're a star seed, you've come from another planet system. Green eyes, you'd probably be like a crystal or a rainbow child. Hazel eyes, you're something completely, entirely differently from a completely different orbit. So we all come in to change the frequency of the world, but that's what they say about different color eyes, okay? Just letting you know. So brown-eyed people, you're old, yeah? Don't care if you're young, you're old souls in a physical body, here to ground the energy of Mother Earth. So I feel like as I'm connecting to you, Les GD, you have been many times on Earth. So you have all of these experiences from a past life. You might even have dreams about certain places, like people dress a certain way. When you dress a certain way, like you're in this century, but you dress up like in the 17th century. Has it ever occurred to you that you had a life in the 17th century? That's why you like dressing up in that sort of outfit? Or do you have an affiliation to the pyramids of Egypt because you might have had a past life there? I believe in reincarnation. I don't believe we just die and then that's it. That's a load of bullshit. So I feel like the black-eyed people are also supposed to ground Mother Earth energy. The black people can guard the gates of hell. Because you got that energy like nothing is allowed to come through and nothing is allowed to go in. That's the black-eyed people. You've got that sort of power energy attached to you. With the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords represents... The Seven of Swords energy is about you have to be your authentic self. You do not have to disguise who you are. You got to speak what you speak and say what you say and mean what you say. And all of this energy is attached to you as I'm connecting to you, Les Judy. Be your authentic self and try not to sacrifice your happiness for everybody else. Because at the end of the day, we come into this universe on our own and we go on our own. I would know because I died and I came back. So I'm just letting everybody know. Died and came back, yeah? So there's no such thing as death. We just go back to where we came from. You have this power to attract a lot of energies. So you, unfortunately, Lasjidi, will in your lifetime attract energy vampires, soul-sucking creatures. Now, they could be in the work arena. They could be family members who are jealous of you. They could be colleagues, co-workers. Your children could do your head in. It's that sort of energy. But this is the energy attached to you. The King of Wands, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing to look at, free-spirited, creative, confident, and self-assured is the energy of, so you'll give out this energy of so much power, divine masculine, but at the same time, underneath this hard exterior of this big man is this teddy bear. Obviously, that would be the Cancerian in you. So it just feels like there needs to be a balance of both of those worlds, okay? You're supposed to have your own business because there's money coming your way. If you don't have your own business, then you need to think about that, or you need to be the boss of the company that you're working for. The Eight of Coins is always about mastering your craft, creating a body of work, doing something that you love to do, and creating money and a business for your own. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, there is study, education, good news, a message or an offer coming your way that's going to spark up some sort of creative energy within you. If this hasn't happened yet, it will at some point. Now, I also feel like there could be the birthing of a child. If not you, it's in the family. And I also feel like there is going to be good news coming towards you. Don't hold on so tightly to what, it's like focus on what you do want. Don't focus on what you don't want. The Four of Coins is about wanting that long-term sense of security, but the lack of feeling like you might not get what you want. I also feel like you're going to get a new car. I don't know if you want a new car, you're going to get a new car. But the Chariot is about no more procrastinating. The Chariot is about taking action. The Chariot is about a new journey and the change. And the Chariot is about balancing the yin and yang energy and a new car. You've prayed for something recently, prayed, wished, manifest, asked for, and the universe has heard your call. When the Star card comes out, the Star card represents a renewal, faith, miracle, clarity. And it feels to me, and I don't get this with everybody when I get the Star card, Lasjidi, you're supposed to have some sort of level of fame. Like there are people that are supposed to know who you are. Like I have a level of fame to some degree because I have a certain amount of followers. So I'd go out on the street or I'd go to Costco and people would be like, excuse me, are you Braziliana? And I'd be like, huh? How the fuck does this stranger know me? And they're like, oh my God, I follow you. You read for me. And I'm like, oh my God. And then my siblings are going, what? Why do people know her? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But I've had that done to me a couple of times. So that's what I mean when I say you're supposed to have some sort of level of fame. I also feel as I'm connecting to you, look at this. It's going up in stages, Lasjidi. 9 of Coins, 8 of Coins, 9 of Coins. Having your own business, self-sufficiency, solo and luxury pleasures, financial gain and prosperity. You're supposed to have some wanga. You're supposed to have the money and the dough. How else are you supposed to take care of the world? And then you've also got the Ace of Cups, which is new beginnings, emotional contentment, blessings, the baby, the proposal, the marriage, the rekindling of a current love connection. This represents the baby being born, grandchild or a child. This represents a marriage. It represents emotional contentment and fulfillment. It represents the blessing. I mean, after all, it is the hand of God giving you a full cup of love. Oh, here we go, Juliet. God says, the consequences for witchcraft is hellfire. I died, Juliet. If you're evil and negative and you're a horrible person, that's your own hell. That's your purgatory. If you don't believe in what I do, your mother should have taught you some manners and you shouldn't be coming into other people's life and being rude. Love and light to you, sweetheart. Peace and love. Don't do witchcraft. I have a child. And if I do witchcraft and do anything evil, I'm not going to be the only one affected. My child will be affected by it. Why would I bring evil into my home? I don't fucking think so. Sorry, not happening. Lasjidi, get out of your head. 5 of Swords is about you over-analyzing and overthinking things, feeling stressed out to some degree because you're overthinking things. You're thinking about everybody else. You absorb everybody else's problem like it's yours. And you need to discern, Lasjidi, this is not my energy. This is their energy. So once I'm done with them, I leave the energy with them. That's what you have to do. Look at that. This is one of your guided message. Look at that. strength, power, courage, resilience. This is absolutely who you are. Divine power, divine masculine. Nothing is yet set in stone is one of your guided messages. Oh my God. Oh, you got the peacock. It says, let yourself stand out and be noticed. I said you're supposed to have a level of fame. And then you've also got pay yourself first. Take care of you. Everybody else comes in second. It says, make yourself the most important. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and in your future. And then you've got relax. You got relax. It says, give yourself a break, Les GD. Believe in the divine, trust in the process, ask, believe, receive, and relax. Let your current take you. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Relax, honey. So not only did I see in your energy Scorpio, I've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancerian, and Pisces around you. So I hope that helps you in some way. I gave you more cards because you gave me way too much. Sorry, you gave me too much. Love and appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Maggie. Maggie, get over here. I'm going to go through my list first. Once my list is done, I'm going to make sure that I cater first and foremost to my super fans and my members. And once I will also include every so often, if you're not following me, you can ask me one question. I say this on my live. You do not have to gift me. You do not have to tap the screen. You do not have to like, share, or subscribe. You do not have to do anything to get a reading. Even if you're not following me, copy and paste your question, and if my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. All right, here we go. So, Maggie, I'll do a general reading for you, Maggie, until I can see your question. If you don't follow me, you can ask me one question. I don't do evil. I don't do evil. I have a baby, and I love her. I love my daughter, and I would never bring any evil energies or entities into my house. They can piss right off. I do this from the goodness of my heart. And when I died and had my near-death experiences, this is what I was told to do. I died from my 4th open heart surgery when they sliced me open for 9 hours. Did I see God and heaven and angels and my grandparents? Yes, I did. Is there such thing as hell? It depends on you. If you're a bad person in the physical world, then you're going to attract bad entities when you die. That is hell. That is your purgatory. Maggie, come forth and prosper. Hey, honey. Should I pursue the SW career path in general? All right, let me answer this question for you first. Should you pursue SW career path? I'm about to do a 14 card reading now for Maggie. So if anyone is interested in a 14 card reading, I'm going to bypass the 99 people in the room and I'm going to add you to my list. It is the gaming keyboard. I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. Once you click on that button, the gaming keyboard will pop up on the screen with your name and you'll be added onto my list. So I've got Maggie, who I'm reading for now, Jessie, TT, and Amanda. Record your reading, guys. I'm going to do my very best to download this live on my YouTube, but I'm having technical difficulties. So screen record it, voice record it, try and record it if you can on another phone or a recording device. Should you pursue the career, angels and guides and loved ones? Yes. But I will say this, Maggie, this is not the only option. You're supposed to have your own business. You can do this as a side. You can do this as a main business, the SW career thing. But from what I can see, the Three of Coins is expansion, collaboration, commerce, the exchange of good karma, justice will be served, the balancing of the karmic scales. It feels to me like you're supposed to have your own business. Yes, you can go for this job, but it feels like the universe has got plans for you, sweetheart. And your energy is supposed to be bigger than what you think. It's supposed to be more than just that. All right, here we go. So the answer to that question, should you pursue this job? Hell yes. I always say to my daughter, do everything before you die. Apart from drugs. Maggie. The first thing that I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you, Maggie, is I've got Scorpio. You're going to see 8888888 everywhere you go. If you haven't seen that number yet everywhere you go, Maggie, you're going to start to see it everywhere. I also feel like 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, or the 8th of a month where things are going to start to shift and change in your favor. I don't know whether you're supposed to be teaching or learning, but I'm hearing teach and inspire people. I also feel like you're being divinely guided. I also feel like there's going to be a major life change around you coming up at some point. I also feel like there's something about you needing to reflect, self-improvement, healing old wounds, let go of fear now. Don't bring it into your future, Maggie. I got Scorpio energy around you. There's a reward coming your way. I feel like you need to laugh more and not take life so seriously. I see happiness, joy, and healing in your energy. Look at your situation from another perspective, because there would be more happiness once you get a clear headspace. All right, Maggie. Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Maggie. What does Maggie need to know? Maggie. Maggie. Maggie, what does Maggie need to know? Maggie, what star sign are you? Feel like you're always up in your head. Feel like I'm in my head. I feel like I overanalyze and overthink things. Conflict, challenges, obstacles, rivalries. Fuck's sake. Aquarius, you are an air sign, so you live in your brain. When's your birthday, sweetheart? You don't need to tell me the year. Just need to know your birthday. I want to see what playing card you are. Aquarius is an air sign. Aquarius is the I don't give a fuck sign. Aquarius is, you're the age of like the new age energy. You're here to change the frequency of the universe. Aquarius is the governs Mercury. So Mercury, the planet Mercury, you know when they say Mercury's in retrograde, you thrive in this. 10th of February. You're the Two of Spades. The Two of Spades people. You're supposed to be in a partnership, union. Yeah. Spades people as well. They're always overthinking things and need to get rid of negativity. Like, you cannot be all up in your head, Aquarius, because you're going to drive yourself insane. You got to learn how to meditate, and it might not be easy for you because of the mind chatter, but meditation would be key for you. You got to get out of the lack mindset. I'm not enough. I don't have enough. Maybe it's me. If you are talking in lack, then lack is what you're going to end up having. You're going to see 888, 555 everywhere you go. So now this could be a time frame of change. Your life could change in 5 days, weeks, months, or the 5th of a month. If you're low vibe, if you're high vibrational, if you're low vibe, your life could change in 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, or the 8th of a month. So you'll start to see 555 and 888 everywhere you go. What did I say? Unity, partnership, you're the Two of Spades. So when you are the Two of Spades, this represents love, partnership, union, It represents relationship. It represents the marriage or the unity of two worlds coming together. It could be a leveling up of a relationship currently if you're in one. If you're not in one, it would be a soulmate connection. I am seeing Ace of Wands represents new beginnings. So it represents new opportunities, passions, creative projects, a new relationship, new opportunities coming your way that's going to spark up a creative energy within you that you might have lost. The Judgment card is you not judging yourself so harshly or anyone else. The Judgment card talks about clarity, the final decision, the wake-up call, and knowing what your life purpose is. I've got this King of Cups here. If he's not a lover, he could be a friend or somebody that you could be partnering up with or collaborating with. He seems to be loving and kind from what I can feel in his energy. Most of the Cups people are very, very loving and kind and nurturing. I'm also seeing another masculine around you. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in. Again, you could be collaborating with him around the work. This could be a lover or a friend. It could be, you know, friendship groups. If they're not here yet, they will come in at some point. I am seeing that you might meet them around work, party, a celebration, or a social event. This card represents that you need to be around people that love and support you. Don't talk about your business to any randos. I also feel like there's something that you're going to celebrate at some point. I feel like there's going to be a lot of blessings around you, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotional contentment. The Ten of Cups is love, family, the love and support that you felt has eluded you, the love and support that you didn't feel that you have that's coming your way. The Ten of Cups represents emotional contentment, fulfillment, and the happy home. The Wheel of Fortune represents a turning point, taking a gamble, travel and relocation, a new vehicle if you wanted one, and then anchoring your reading. Good news, a message, an offer coming your way, the birthing of a child. You might want to go back to school and study and educate yourself, or you might want to learn something brand new. This is the energy around you as I'm connecting into your energy, Maggie. So again, with you, there's a lot of things that you will have to work on, but I feel like the lot of things that you have to work on is just the way you think. You have to remember, if you think it, you manifest and co-create it into your reality. If you think it and say something, you manifest it even more. If you think it, say something, and then you add a feeling to it, then you've manifested it into your energy, whether you like it or not. Why do you think I've been saying for the past 6 years? Watch what you think, watch what you feel, watch what you say, because you will manifest and co-create it into your reality. If you've got nothing nice to say in your head, with your emotions or with your mouth, just shut up. Say nothing at all, because you'll co-create it into your reality. You've got the Condor as your guided message. It says, you're too immersed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking any action. So yes, take a step back. Yes. Karma, you're in your karmic energy. So cause and effect, win-win situation. Don't judge anybody. Cause and effect at a destiny point in your life. Do you remember when I said to you earlier, you've got a major life change around you? Once you've stepped back, then you take action. Aries energy, as well as, I'll tell you, Scorpio. You got the forgiveness card. It says, forgiveness often starts from within. How can we forgive others if we can't forgive ourselves? Understand that mistakes are made. Angels, you're on my list. Understand that mistakes are made. They help shape and evolve. They help shape us and evolve. It's okay to forgive another and not allow them back into your life. Release burden. Move forward with love. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is key to all things. Okay, so you've got, what did I say here? Aries, you've got Scorpio, Sagittarius, strong. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio in your reading. So Maggie, I hope that helps you in some way. Sending you love and light, honey, love and light to you. So I've got Jessie, TT, Amanda, and angels. I'm not reading anyone in between. I'm going to cater to my super fans and my members once I'm done with my list. If you're interested in getting an in-depth reading like I just gave to Maggie, I've got 2 more spaces left. It is the gaming keyboard for 14 card reading. If you click on that button, the gaming keyboard needs to pop up on the screen with your name and you'll get added onto my list straight away and you bypass the 110 people in the room. However, I have to do these in order as I've received it. So I've got Jessie now, I've got TT, Amanda and Angels. All right. Jessie, get over here, honey. Jessie H. Angel guides, loved ones, this is for Jessie. What does Jessie need to know? I'll do a general reading for you, Jessie, until I can see your question. Here we go. The first thing that I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you, Jessie, before I see your question, is I feel like you need to go and take a walk in nature. You need to be out in nature, by the woods, by the trees, around animals, grounding your energy to Mother Earth. This is what I feel as I'm connecting to you. I've got Virgo energy around you. There's a longing around you, like you want to talk, you want to... Okay, you see it. You want to reconnect to somebody. You want a soulmate, a deep love, unity. I got Virgo. But I feel like something has to end, or you need to put the last nail in the coffin. It's like you got to end it. Whatever you're thinking about, you have to manifest something. You need to let something go in order to manifest something brand new. Jessie, will Mark and I reconnect? Angels and guides and loved ones, will Mark and you reconnect? You also need to have a vision board. I got a no. It's too heavily burdensome. You're looking for a relationship. You're longing for something. You're missing someone. You want to reunite and you want to talk and you want to have this conversation. I keep seeing 12, 12, 12 and 21 everywhere. So it could be 2s and 1s everywhere you go. And it's like symbolism in some way. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, I feel like there is something that needs to end. But I feel like you keep manifesting something that actually does not need to be in your energy. I also feel like you're supposed to have a vision board, like put on the vision board everything that you want in your life. It feels like endings. There's a new beginning, there's growth, change, liberation, and a change in your energy. It just feels like there needs to be a transition. It doesn't even feel like you and this person has karma together anymore. It doesn't feel like you have any more sort of karma. It feels like if you did get back into this energy, there'll be an energy of apathy, boredom, and sadness. You've got blessings and happiness without this person that you're asking about. It just feels like there's something more to look forward to, but it feels like you might not be able to see it yet. Can you pin up Jessie's comment again, please? Tiffany, I got you. I've got 1 more space, guys. If you're interested in getting on my list and you would like a 14 card reading, it is the gaming keyboard above the screen or in the gift box below. I have TT, Amanda, Angel, and Tiffany. Once I'm done with my list, I'm going to start taking care of my super fans. I'm going to start taking care of my members. And if you're not following me, you can only ask me 1 question. I used to be like, ask me as many questions as you want, and not anymore. Not anymore. Do you want your reading to be about you and this person, Jessie? Or would you like, because I did answer that question, I feel like you're not going to reconcile, but would you like me to do more energy check-in with you and this person? Or would you like a general? Let me know. Because I'm going to do whatever you want me to do. You just tell me what you want, sweetheart, and I'll do it. You want me to focus in on you and this person? I can do 5 cards for you and this person, and then another 5 cards, or I can do another 5 cards on general. It's up to you. 5 cards on this person, then 5 cards general love. Yeah? Should we do that? It just feels like it feels to me like, to what end, Jessie? It feels to me like in your life, you want long term, you want something stable, and you want something like we all do, right? All us girlies, we're looking for something stable and tangible and something long lasting. And it just feels like with this person that you're asking about, you don't know whether this person is coming or going, right? It just feels like you're not really sure where you stand at this point. And if you're not together anymore, it feels like it needs to be done. What do you need to know about this person? What do you need to know about this person? Was there a third party situation that you may or may not know of, like other people getting involved in the relationship or the connection? It feels like there's other people involved in this situation, and it's just not. So it feels like, okay, Jessie, don't tell me just yes or no is fine. It feels like there were other people involved in this relationship. It doesn't have to be, look, yes, it can be me, my man, and another woman. Yes, it can. But it can also represent his family or his friends or my family and my friends getting involved in our business. Or yes, it can be another woman or another person getting involved. It's messy. This is third party situation. It's like partying, drinking, not saying it has to be, but this is the energy around this card. Partying, drinking, being around the wrong sort of crowd, possibly a third party situation, another woman, somebody from their past or somebody brand new. I don't like it. The person that you're talking about is very slow to movement and really stubborn, money orientated, and it has to be on their terms, not on your terms. It's like you could have a connection with this person, but this person's going to be like, yeah, but you know, we can take it slow, or we can, I don't like it. And then it's like, I feel like you're very attracted to this person. I feel like they're attracted to you too, but I feel like you guys are not on the same page. It doesn't feel like you're on the same page. You've got the king and you've got the queen of wands. They're not the same match. So the king is stubborn as hell, very slow to movement. The queen wants more than what you're giving. Very beautiful you are and attractive. This person would probably be with you for sexual purposes only, nothing more. It feels like you wanted to, on some other level, you wanted this energy to be more than what it was. I feel like you wanted there to be some sort of marriage, but then there was like other people getting involved, or you wanted this relationship to be a bit more than what it was, that there's other people involved in this situation. I don't know if you want to have children as well, or you wanted to have children, but it just feels like this person is just not ready for commitment, and this person is slow to movement. I feel like together you and this person could have had something if your energy matched and you both wanted the same things. But from what I can see right now, you both didn't want the same things. And if he told you that he did, he was lying. I feel like there is a new opportunity for you coming in when it comes to love, because the Ace of Cups is love. Marriage, proposal, babies, the higher form of commitment, a relationship. With the third party situation, I don't know, like I said, someone else is involved in this connection. And yes, it could be another woman, but it could be other factors as well. I don't like it. It's messy. There's too many things going on. It's like you're not just in a relationship with him because everybody else is involved in it. And I don't like that. I'm giving a 14 card reading right now to Jessie. And if anyone is interested in getting a 14 card reading, I've got one more space. I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. It's the gaming keyboard that will get you on my list, and it will get you 14 cards. Angels, guides, loved ones. So this is what we're going to do now, a general, right? What else does Jessie need to know? So I've got TT, Amanda, Angels, and Tiffany on my list. I've got one more space if anyone is interested in getting a reading. Honey, you've got to heal what has been broken, Jess. So we're going forward now away from this relationship into a new connection, right? In order for you to have a love or a new committed relationship, or somebody who is more on your energy frequency, you have to heal what has been broken. The heartache, the deception, the pain. You've got to not bring old insecurities into a new connection, because the 3 of Cards is always a heartbreak and a sad card. This was this was only supposed to, it was supposed to crumble you down so you can do a rebuild. So when you got the Tower card, it's like if you stayed with him, this is what would have happened. It probably already did. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's yet to come if you choose with your free will, because God has blessed everyone with free will. If you choose to go back to this person will create that upheaval, destruction, the crumbling down of your world. Who the hell wants that? The universe is asking you to take a leap of faith and move forward. This represents new beginnings. The Fool card is about freedom, fresh hopes, new path, adventures, new beginnings, a clean slate. Universe is setting up a clean slate and a new beginning for you. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to live in the past and wonder about this person, or are you going to move forward? The universe is going to send you a younger person coming your way anyway. A young buck. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. I've got the Knight of Wands. This person could be a lover or a friend or somebody that you could be partnering up with or collaborating with. But I don't know how long you've been following me. If you follow me at all, sweetheart. Do you know what the best card in the deck is? So there's a 78 cards in the deck. And there's only one card that out-trumps every card in the deck. Do you know what that is? Because you've got it. The Sun card is absolute abundance and blessing. Material happiness, joyous outcome, success, victory, and anchoring your reading. Money, stability, and structure. Did you know that the 9 of Coins is a single card? A single person's card, who's focusing on their abundance and their money and their security, and then allow love will come in when it's supposed to come in. The 9 of Coins represents solo and luxury pleasures, financial gain, self-sufficiency, and prosperity. You have it. You have it all waiting for you at the other end of this situationship with the person that you're talking about. Once you cancel this person out of your energy, go into the woods. Do you remember I said you got to ground yourself, go into Mother Nature? And look at that. You got the bloody nature card. You can't make this shit up. I don't ever see what cards these are until later on. So grounding yourself, spending time out in Mother Nature. Look at that. In order for you to manifest the things that you want and align to the things that you want, you have to go back to basics. Going back to basics is being out in Mother Nature. Lake, river, ocean, trees. It says outdoors, animals, and environment. You've also got work through your fears. You've got Scorpio energy, as well as, what did I say, Virgo. You got the chimpanzee card. It says, use both intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get the answers to your question. Yes. A balance between the ego and the soul. And then you've got the past. It says, all your power is now. Guilt serves no purpose, Jesse, other than to guide and let go. Every time you think about the past, you make it the present. How does this benefit you? Is it positive or is it negative? If it makes you feel bad, why go back? You will never get to where you want to be in life by looking back. Let go and stand in the now. Let go of the energy of the old and bring in the energy for the new. So I'm also seeing Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy around you. The 1111, you're on my list. You just closed it off. The 1111. I got you, honey. You're on my list. Please don't gift me anymore, guys. My list is now closed. Let me just make sure it's closed. I just want to make sure you do not. I've already said it to you in the beginning. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to like, share, or subscribe. You don't need to gift me. You don't need to do anything. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, then you can. If you don't follow me, you're allowed to ask me one question. If you're a member or you're a if you're a member or a super fan, you can ask me as many questions as you like. So I'm also seeing, oh, I told you the star signs already, didn't I? So Jesse, I hope that helps you in some way. There's so much to look forward to when you go past this energy. All right. TT. TT, you're next on my list. Please get over here. You're so welcome, honey. You're going to be more than fine. This I promise you. This I promise you. And all that's around you. All right, TT. I'm going to do it, Tamira, general reading for you. All right, sweetie, I got you. The first thing that I'm seeing is opportunities, Aquarius, 1111. You're going to see 1111. I've got Aquarius energy around you. You're going to see rainbows everywhere you go. This rainbows, at the end of a rainbow is a pot of gold, right? I keep hearing and seeing 1111 and 555. I've just pinned up who it's for, Tamara. So Tamara, you're going to see white butterflies and rainbows everywhere you go. Rainbows represents blessings, abundance, and the lining of your chakras. Butterflies represents a death and a rebirth. The death is letting go of all the old bullshit that doesn't serve you and then being reborn into something brand new. I also feel like there's a shift in your energy, opportunities if there's any confusion, uncertainty, anything that is unclear. I feel like I have to say to you, trust the process, boo. Trust the process. Stay true to yourself. Honor and trust your feelings. I also feel like I have to say to you, you need to meditate, self-care, introspection, healing. That will get rid of any uncertainty, anything that is unclear or anything that you're unsure about. I also feel like, I don't know if there's a runner and chaser dynamic around you. I don't know if you're chasing love and money and then the energy is running away from you, or you're chasing love. Oh, stop it. She says, this just gave me chills. You're so on point. Yeah, I have that effect on people. What can I say? I feel like, I don't know if there is a codependency around you. I don't know if you're codependent on someone or someone is codependent on you. I don't know if there's a fear of intimacy. I don't know if you're trapped in your ego and you need to get out of your head. I'm not chasing love. I'm divorced. Good. Congratulations. Then there is a feeling, but there's a runner in your energy. I keep seeing someone running. Somebody running. I don't know if you're running away from the relationship. I don't know if you're running away, or you felt like the person that you were married to was running away from the connection, but there just feels like there's a codependency here. And I'm not saying it's you. It could represent that somebody might not want to let you go. Do you know what I mean? Why do I feel like I'm scared to get hurt? That could also represent running away from love. Should never be afraid of anything, man. You know, one of the things that my mum told me before she died 6 months ago was that we have to love as much as possible, because love makes the world go round. And yeah, you're going to get hurt, but we'll get over it. I think it's him. I was told he's still in my energy. You're divorced, right? You cut the cord, right? Why am I seeing decluttering? I don't know if you're letting go of correspondence or objects or people or things in your home. Yes, I understand that. I understand that. Like, I had a go at my mum. I'm cleaning my house out. Yeah. So my mum had 4 kids, yeah. I've got 4 siblings. And I always said to my mum and dad died last year. I mean, what the fuck is that about? Both of them died last year. My dad died first, then my mum died after. My dad died at the beginning of the year, and then my mum died at the end of the year. So I lost both of my parents. I'm an orphan, like a lot of us out there. But it feels like what I did say to my mum was, it's better being get away from my father, because it's better being separate from him instead of being in a relationship that makes you miserable. Be the cause of your own misery. Don't allow someone to be the cause of your misery. Choose better. We'll survive anyway. And we did. We survived. Like, I'm a product of a broken home. I think I'm okay. You know, I done quite well for myself, I feel. In spite of sleeping on the street and having open heart surgery and being a single mum and being in a violent relationship and getting beaten the shit out of, I think I managed to, surpass all of my traumas. And we're all going to. Your children are going to want for nothing, no matter whether you get a divorce or you're together. They will never want for nothing. Am I right? They'll always have clothes on their back. They will always have a roof over their head. First 5 people to message me, Jesus. Your children will want for nothing. I was a single mother with a congenital heart disease, and I have to go in surgery. I've got an appointment this year because they've got to do a whole bunch of scans on my heart to check if I don't need my 5th open heart surgery, which is going to be 9 hours long. It is what it is. Still a single mum looking after my kid. It is what it is. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that my kid is going to have everything that she needs to have before she dies. And I didn't need her father to help me support her, because we figure it out on our own anyway, right? All right, here we go. Angels, guides, loved ones, TT. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? That's what I mean. A mother's job is never done. Yeah? Because I know that our men, they have to go to work because, they're working a 9 to 5. But boys, let me tell you something. My mother was a mother. My mother had a job. My mother still had to take care of her husband, even though he was working. And she still had to wash the clothes, give out the sex because she had to, because she's the wife. And then she had to wash your dirty pants and the children's dirty pants. And even though she's dying, God forbid, if she has a cold or has a period, she still has to go and do her job. So our mother's work is never done. And we still have to fucking cook on top of that shit. So, yeah. Just saying, boys. You got to appreciate us just a little bit better. Because even if we were dying, we still have to cook, isn't it? Still we have to wash the clothes and we still have to go to work and make the money. Even though you're at work making the money, we still do that. Now, I'm not saying that there are boys out there that don't do it, because I know men out there that looked after his daughters. That's a gangster right there. Just saying. All right, here we go. TT. There is a wake-up call around you. The wake-up call. The Judgment card talks about clarity, final decisions, the wake-up call, knowing what your life purpose is. The universe is going to send you on the right path and where you need to be. I told you earlier that there's going to be opportunities coming your way. I told you earlier that there's going to be a shift and you're going to see the butterflies. I told you earlier that you have to make sure that you are decluttering and letting go and trust the process. Trust the process. Trust and stay true to yourself. The Judgment card is the wake-up call. The Judgment card is knowing what your life purpose is and what you're here to do. And if you haven't figured that out, you will. There is a move around you as well. So the Six of Swords talks about necessary changes, moving out of rough waters into smoother waters, travel and relocation. It talks about movement. So if you feel like the energy was stagnant, well, the universe is moving you forward. I am seeing, as I'm connecting to you as well, you've got to release and surrender any toxic thoughts, words, situations, and people that no longer serve you. If this and the Devil card will represent this. The Devil card represents addiction, greed, compulsion, manipulative energy, codependent on someone codependent on you. You feeling bound or tied to something from the past. If every word that I just said in relation to the Devil card, If this energy doesn't sit well with you, it's not your energy. It's other people around you that you need to basically love and light their asses and send them on their merry way. Because any toxicity that is from the outside of you, it's time to cut the cord and release yourself from that energy. I am seeing an older masculine around you. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. So now not only am I seeing Aquarius, I've got Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, Scorpio in the energy. There is money coming your way. I also see that you might go back to school and study, educate yourself, maybe even work with children. The Page of Coins represents good news, a message, or an offer. Yes, you are right. It's my husband, and I try to keep a good distance from him. Keep your distance from anything that you deem as toxic. Love and light his ass and send him on his merry way. There will be good news, a message, and offer around money or finances. Look at that. You're turned out to be a bad bitch. You turned out to be a bad bitch. This is great. So the Queen of Swords, she's logic of mind, strategic. She says what she means and means what she says. She is logic of mind. She calculates her move before she does. This is what happens to us women. We can only be trampled on so many times, and afterwards we grow dicks. It's like all of a sudden we're now a woman that thinks like a man, because we're not going to rely on anybody anymore because we're done with the bullshit. So that's why a lot of, like, my brother said to me, oh, my brother said to me, Anna, you need to restore your femininity. And I said to my brother, well, first of all, you can fuck off. And second of all, my bedroom is pink. What more fucking femininity do you fucking need? I was like, I'm trying because I'm a woman that thinks like a man. I can't help it. I've been on my own for 14 years. Been single for 14 years. I had to fucking be the man in my own fucking life. Who can change the light bulb and restore my house when my mother died? Me. Who put up the wallpaper and who did all the hard grafting and lifting? I fucking did it. I fucking did it myself. To the point that my little brother was like, did you move that massive cupboard from there to there all by yourself? Yes, I fucking did. Yeah. Look at these motherfucking guns. I mean, I am getting them a bit more... I mean, they're a bit shit right now, but I'm working on that shit. My big brother told me the same. He told me to get out of this male pro... What? Tell your brother, let's have an arm wrestle. And then knock him right out. It's like, no, okay? When we've been disappointed enough by masculine energy, you end up becoming the fucking masculine energy. That's why there's so many independent bitches out there. Yeah? Just saying. Look at that, Queen of Cups. You are beautiful. You're a nurturer. You're loving. You're kind. You're somebody that's there for everybody when they need you. Isn't it fucking draining? It's fucking draining, isn't it? You absorb everybody else's bullshit. But let me say this to you. In all that is said and done, with everything that you've been through, there is victory here. Recognition, being awarded. You're supposed to have your own business. If you don't have your own business, then you need to be the boss of the company that you're working. Of course you're a hospice nurse. Of course you are. Of course you are. Just got my license in October. Of course you... I love the people who looked after my mum in the hospice. I did readings for all of them women there. And for free. I was like, I love you girls. Let's go. Get a reading. Every single one of them was crying their eyes out. So you've got money, and you've got money. Money, stability, structure, financial gain, prosperity. You're supposed to have your own business. If you don't, then boy, you need to be the boss. So, okay. Your first card is divine timing. That's your first card, divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. You can't rush the universe. The universe will work when they know that you're ready for your blessings. So it says order, cycle, and patience. I want to open them. I'm coming. I'm going to come right there. You let me know where you're based, man. I'm coming. Take time to breathe out. You've got the pew, the owl, it says. Your ancestors, spirit guides are offering you guidance now. So pay close attention to the signs and the omens from them. And then look at this. You got the journey card, obviously. It says, the journey is just as important as the destination. That's my saying. Take time, savor, notice your surroundings, take a breath, and really breathe. Your journey depends on you. Believe in your journey and believe in you. So you're literally on this journey, and it's going to be an amazing one. Just keep your head above the water, right? So I've got Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So I hope that helps you in some way. Anchoring your reading really quickly. Get out of the conflict of mind, over-analyzing and overthinking things, stressing out about something. Get out of your own way, sweetheart. You got this. You got this. So I hope that helps you. TT, sending you love and light, sweetheart. Love and light to you. I've got Amanda, Angel, Tiffany, and 1111. Once I'm done with my list, I'm going to cater to my super fans. And then I'm going to cater to my members. And then I'll also read people who don't follow me. But if you're not following me, you can only ask one question. I'm changing up my lives because I'm sick of the abuse. I used to just be open and read for everyone for free every time, all day long. Not anymore. I'm going to cater more to my subscribers. If you're a subscriber, you get a guided message with every question that you ask me. You can ask me as many questions as you like, and you're going to get me at least 3 times in the week. My super fans. I do overthink. Thank you so much. I hope it helped you though, sweetheart. I hope it did. Amanda. Hi, honey. Angels, guides, loved ones. This is for Amanda. What does Amanda need to know? General. So I'm going to read for Amanda now. And then after Amanda, I've got Angels, Tiffany, and 1111. The first thing that I'm feeling as I'm connecting to you is I feel like I have to solidify to you. Not solidify. Yeah, maybe. I feel like I have to say to you, you're on the right path. If you've been questioning it, Amanda, if you've been wondering to yourself, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right road? I've got Archangel Michael with me and he says you're on the right path. I feel like you need to restore your hope. I also feel like you have been. Yeah. You're on the right path. Stop questioning it. You're exactly where you're meant to be. I also feel as I'm connecting to you, you need to ask the universe for what you want. I feel like you need to be around your girlies and you need to have conversations and a talk. I feel like it's time for you to move on from certain things that you might be thinking about. I feel like you need to have some fun and live in the moment. I feel like you need to get the girls together and have some fun. I see Pisces in your energy. There is a change in your energy frequency. So the change is like it could be a change of resident, a change of partnership. It could be the change in your career. If you're feeling restless and you need a change, there's a change coming, is what I heard. I also feel like I'm seeing Pisces. I feel like you might be feeling everything at a really high octave. I keep seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then butterflies. There's a potential around you. You might start to see auras, because I feel like in 2026, everybody's heightened intuition is going to be like magnified. I also feel like I'm hearing like you need to restore your faith and your hope. You need to be optimistic about your success. I also feel like there's going to be some inspired energy around you. And I also feel like you might need to... Are you in a relationship? Because I keep hearing that song, Only You. I don't know if you're in a relationship or you're going to find somebody married. So it's like a devoted energy attached or craving something. There's something that I'm craving as I'm connecting to you, but there is a change in your energy. I also feel like with the Pisces energy, even if that's not your star sign, you might have it in your sun, moon and rising sign, or somebody Pisces energy might come towards you and they could be collaborating with you at some point, Amanda. But it just feels like... It feels like you need to have adventures. I feel like you need to wander. I don't know how else to put it. It feels like you need to wander, you know. Restore your hope, restore your faith. But I just feel like you need to wander. Like get out of the same routine. It's time to get out of the same routine. If you're stuck in a rut, it's time to get out of the same routine. Look at this. If you're feeling unhappy, unfulfilled, yeah. If you feel the Four of Cups is a card of apathy, boredom in your life, unfulfilled to some degree, looking at what has gone wrong, may go wrong, could go wrong, and not paying attention to the hand of God giving you a full cup of blessings. If you can't see the blessing in disguise, it will cause, co-create upheaval. You might have even been in a situation or are in a situation where you feel like the energy is a little bit chaotic. The footing or your ground just feels a little bit wobbly. And it feels like then there would need to be a restructuring of your life, a rebuild in your life, a change. Like I said, something needs to change or shift in the energy that you're in. If you're waiting for somebody to change with you, forget it. You're the one who has to make that change. You're the one who has to be the change. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, look at that. Pave over the cracks of the broken heart or the disappointment. TT, let me pick up a bunch of cards and think that I can read for a bunch of people. Why don't you do that then? You must be a bit of a fan, I guess, because you're here. You don't need to be rude or mean, you know. You can just go. Why are you here? I feel like as I'm connecting to you, so get rid of the feeling of apathy, get rid of that feeling of boredom, get rid of that feeling of I need something more, because only you can co-create your life. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, not everything is as it seems. You've also got psychic and mediumistic abilities attached to you. So when I'm connecting to your energy, the moon card for me is the medium. The moon card is about you able to pick up and sense things that other people don't pick up, sense and feel. And you might start to rationalize things, or you think that you're going crazy. But the truth of it is that you've got heightened intuition, heightened abilities. I feel like you've got a new beginning around you, because the Ace of Swords talks about mental clarity, new challenges and new opportunities coming your way. I also feel like you need to tap into the spiritual part of yourself. This could also represent more intimacy in the relationship, the renewal of your vows, the need to level up on the connection if there feels like a disconnect in the relationship. It just feels like there needs to be a change or a shift somewhere. I don't know what arena of life, whether it's love, whether it's work, whether it's trying to find your purpose. But if you're not doing anything about it, then how is something going to be done? Like, no one was ever going to tell me that I was going to be a tarot reader. Not did I ever think in all my years of being a front of house security manager, working in the main streets, like working in London, in one of the most busiest parts of London, did I ever think I was going to be a tarot reader? There was no one in the planet that was ever going to say to me, oh, by the way, did you know that when you're 35, you're going to have like a little business and you're going to be reading tarot? I'd have been like, fuck off. That ain't true. You're crazy. Mean? I don't think so. If you had told me this when I was fucking 20, I'd have been like, you lot are mad. This is bullshit. But you never know where the universe is going to take you. And can I just say, whatever you're planning is fabulous, but the plan that the universe had for you is so much better. It's so much better. Look, the Queen of Cups is the nurturer, the empath. You're always sacrificing your happiness for someone else. You're able to pick up on other people's emotions and feelings, and sometimes it can be hella draining, right? I feel like because you've got these heightened abilities and heightened intuition, like, use it well. I feel like you need to do some soul searching. You've got the Hermit card, so meditation, spiritual illumination, spiritual insight, learning about chakras, learning about meditation. Something needs to change. If you don't change it, the universe is going to change it for you. The Death card always talks about an ending, a rebirth, a change, a shift. The Star card represents a blessing, the miracle, a renewed sense of hope, clarity. You need to light a candle and make a wish. You've got wish fulfillment around you. Anchoring your reading. You need to get to a place of peace in your mind. Swords in the tarot deck represents the mind and the intellect. So the Four of Swords is retreat, rest, renewal, solitude, recovery, peace of mind. when you are worrying about something, does your worry change the outcome? If you're worrying about this, that, or the other, does it change anything? It doesn't. So why do we bother worrying? Worrying is a waste of emotion. It doesn't, does it? It doesn't change shit. So your guided message is, it's time to release negativity, thoughts, emotions, or feelings. Forgiveness, let go, compassion, resolution. Time to let it go. You've also got the platypus as your guided message. It says, stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. And you might not be complaining out loud. You might be having that conversation in your head going, for fuck's sake, when are things going to change? When is this my life? When are things going to get better? Like, make it happen. And then you've got protection. It says, without realizing, you can pick up on negative people and negative energies around you, empath. This can leave you feeling drained, unmotivated, or even depressed. Protect yourself by surrounding yourself with an imaginary shield of white light. Ask the universe and loved ones in spirit to guide and protect you. Know you are divinely protected in all that you do. So I hope that helps you in some way. I am not only seeing Pisces, I'm seeing Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Aquarius in your reading. So I hope that helps you in some way. Sending you love and light, sweetheart. Love and light to you. Angels. So I've got Angels, Tiffany, and 1111. I've got 3 more people. Once I'm done with the 3 people, I will cater to my subscribers. And then I'm going to do 20 minutes for my members and my super fans. And then I'll do another, I don't know, 10 minutes for people who are not following me. And you can only ask me one question if you don't follow. I used to be open and do loads of free readings. But like I said earlier, I've been getting abused. I can't win. I do free readings and I still get abused. And I'm just like, fuck this shit. I'm not doing it anymore. I needed this. Thank you, Anna. It was spot on. Namaste. Om Shanti. All right, here we go. Angels. Hey, sweetie, get over here. Angels, guides, loved ones. What does angels need to know, please, in love and light? Angels, I'm going to do a general reading for you until I can see your question. I've got 3 more people on my list. Once I'm done with my list, I will cater to my super fans and my members. And then I'll do another 10 minutes for the people that are not following me. I always say this during my lives. Record your reading. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to like, share, or subscribe. You don't need to gift me to get a reading. I'm so aware that people can't afford a reading. This is why I do free readings. And even though if I get abused, and I was so upset the other day, I was literally like, I am a Capricorn, so I don't really cry or show emotions. But I was angry crying yesterday. And my daughter was like, Mum, do this and do that. I was like, I need a cigarette. And then she was like, I just happen to have one. All right, here we go. General for angels. The first thing that I'm picking up on as I'm connecting to you is you also need to have a specific time during the day to be around water, a lake, a river, an ocean, by the trees, by Mother Nature. There has to be like every morning when I wake up, I have like a ritual that I do. I bang on my drum because I have a shaman drum because my guides are shamans, as well as my parents. I hit the singing bowl and I do some oming. And this is like my ritual, and I do my prayers. When I do my rituals every morning and I meditate for 15 minutes every day, when I do that, it keeps me grounded to Mother Earth. If I don't meditate, I feel weird and I don't feel right and everything goes wrong. This is just what I've been doing for the past 10 years, more than 10 years. I just feel like my world is better when I do a meditation, when I still my mind. So the first thing that I'm seeing is that there's time for reflection. I don't know whether you're in a relationship, angels, or you're single, but for some reason I've got a wedding ring around you. I've got wedding rings, union, marriage, soul connection, eternal love. I don't know if you're going to, I don't know if there's a leveling up of a relationship that you're currently in. So I don't know if you're going to renew your vows, but there's something. So you have been married to your person in a past life. And it feels to me like in the past life, you were the man and your partner would be masculine, feminine energy. There's something about journaling. And I also keep hearing that you need to explore your options. So in a past life, it was a rough year, but we've finally been in a better place for the past 6 months. It feels like you might have been the man in a past life and he was a woman in a past life and you've switched roles. I also got Capricorn energy. There's something about accomplishment. You're going to see 7-7 everywhere you go and figure out what your life purpose is. Every rough patch that you've been with your partner is an energy of learning and growth of spirituality. Your spirit is evolving. There is a need for you to reflection. Yes, the renewal of your vows. That's why I've got the wedding rings. I feel like there needs to be more sweet love, intimacy. I feel like get rid of insecurities. Stop telling yourself something that isn't true. You and or your partner. What is your star sign? What is his star sign? What do you need to know, angels? Angels, guides, loved ones. What does angels need to know? Do you get dizzy spells? Whoa. Do you feel out of balance, out of equilibrium, vertigo? Do you have any of these things? You and or your husband? Oh, lately you have, because all of a sudden I just felt like I was about to keel over. All of a sudden I felt a little bit off. I felt like things are a bit off. I just went to the doctors about my vitamin D levels and it's extremely low. That's probably why you're feeling that way. All of a sudden, when I tune into somebody's energy, I always pick up on what you feel. And I felt like I was going to keel over. She's concerned that my blood pressure is low. Fuck. Honey, we need to get your shit together, man. Get your ducks in the row. Stop worrying about it, though, because if you're in the lack energy, because the 5 of coins is lack. What happens if something goes wrong? What happens if it's me? What happens if I don't have enough? What happens if I don't? We're both diabetic, but that's been under control now. And it's the blood pressure. Honey, you need to find some sort of balance in your energy that's going to help you, like, balance out the frequencies of your blood pressure. You need to learn to meditate and relax, because if you don't relax, you're going to feel great. You're going to go great. You're going to make yourself sick. So the 5 of Cups is worries and fears and feeling left out in the cold and stressing out about things that are out of your control. Love and appreciate you guys. You do not need to gift me. I don't require it. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to gift me. I don't want to get abused at the end of my live. Appreciate you. But when people gift me, I get abused at the end of my live if I don't read for them. And that's why I say you don't need to gift. I feel like you need to find balance in your energy. If you're juggling too many things, angels, and you're doing too many things, because, you know, the Two of Coins is working too hard, juggling so many things in your world, multitasking, weighing up options, juggling 2 jobs, juggling a job and studying, or doing this, and then there's no balance or equilibrium. That will create problems with blood pressure. So it feels like you need to find balance. There's also going to be another opportunity around you, around the work arena. I don't know if you're working or you're going to have an opportunity to work or have another opportunity to make some money. But I am seeing that in your energy. There you go. Queen of Coins. She is a domestically skilled queen. This queen usually has her own business. If she doesn't, then she's the boss of the company she's working for. She's resourceful, domestically skilled, and a jack of all trade. The Queen of Coins is also an earth energy. So anytime you see the coin cards, anytime you see coins or pentacles, it's earthbound energy. So grounding yourself to Mother Earth. It feels like you're going back and forth. There is where the dizzy spell comes in. Two of Swords represents the mind and the intellect. You're in your head. You're trying to make a compromise. You're trying to balance things in your life. You're trying to go back and forth about something. So not only are you going to see 7-7 everywhere you go, you're going to start to see 2-2-2 as well. And 2 represents balance, unionship, partnership. It represents the equal of 2. You're supposed to have your own business. The 8 of Coins talks about mastering your craft, creating a body of work, doing something that you love to do, and then money and means coming your way. I also feel like you live in your ego. So there needs to be a balance between both worlds. The ego and then the physical and then the spiritual energy. 8 of Swords talks about imprisonment, restriction, and isolating yourself and blocking your blessings. I also feel as I'm connecting to you, I've got the Star card. Have you recently prayed, wished, and asked the universe for something? Because the universe has heard your call. This represents a miracle, inner clarity, having faith, being in the spotlight to some degree. The universe has heard your call. Light a candle and make a wish. Make sure it's not tainted by your negative ways of thinking, because the only way you can block your blessing is you. Your ego getting in the way of your blessings. I've got a man. Look at this. You might be collaborating with another person, but this is you and your partner. Divine counterpart, soulmates. You collaborating with 2 or 3 people later on down the line, being clear on what it is that you want, say what you mean and mean what you say. And look, the renewal of your vows. The Justice card is a marriage. It's also a new car, a new house, a new job, a new everything. This is the balancing of the karmic scales, cause and effect, win-win situation, truths coming out. It feels as I'm connecting to you, there's a lot of things that are good in here. But I also feel like at the beginning of your energy and in the midst and in between the energy, there's also the health thing. So you've got to get out of your own way, sweetheart. In order for the scales to balance itself karmically, which you've already got good karma, make sure you are working on your mind. We are looking to buy a new car. Yeah. The Justice card is a contract. So it's the renewal of your vows. It's a marriage. It's a new house, a new car, a new job. All of the above. The 3 of Coins is also anchoring your reading. This is about partnering up, collaboration, brushing up on your skills, brushing up on your craftsmanship. It's like, again, I don't outwardly see anything that I have to worry about in your reading, but you do have to make sure you take care of your health. Take care of the thoughts that you have in your head. Don't overanalyze and overthink things is what I'm seeing. And home is supposed to be your haven. So you've got the home. This is about, you know, red is the base chakra. So I don't know if you know about chakra points. So wearing red underwear, red knickers, it grounds your energy to Mother Earth. It says safe haven, warmth, location, and the home. Maybe you're revamping your home. You've also got show the world the real you. Show the world the real you. And this is Aquarius energy as well as what I saw earlier. What did I see, Capricorn? You've also got the snow leopard as one of your guided messages. It says, take some time out of your usual life and spend time in solitude. Do you remember when I said go out into Mother Nature? Solitude. And then you've got outside influences. It says, we at times without realizing, be influenced by a partner, family members, third-party situation, or addiction. In this in time can alter your view, distorting your core beliefs. Ask to add clarity and strength to you or anything that may be Ask to add clarity and strength to you or anyone that may be experiencing this. Sorry, I had a bit of a brain freeze there. And then it says outward influences. So you have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini in your energy. So I hope that helps you in some way. Sending you love and light, sweetheart. If you meditate, I would say for about 3 weeks, you're going to see your blood pressure come all the way down. My blood pressure was so good, even when I was pregnant with my daughter. So I hope that helps you in some way, sweetheart. Tiffany, I've got Tiffany and 1111. Once I'm done with those two, I'm going to read for my super fans and I'm going to read for my members. And then I'm going to cater to people who are not following me for about 10 minutes. So you're so welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for being a member. I love and appreciate you. Thanks, honey. But I always say you don't ever have to be a member. You don't have to be a super fan to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. Will I get out of this rut? No motivation. Sad. Going to Vegas tomorrow on a friend's trip. You need to change this energy ASAP. You got to look, sensitivity is a superpower. And I feel like you're feeling really sensitive about all things right now. I feel like we are in between 2 full moons. In Vedic astrology, we've got the full moon on the 1st of May. We've got a new moon on the 16th of May. And then on the 31st of May, we've got another full moon. The first full moon is in Scorpio in Vedic astrology. This represents purging out all your bullshit. Everything that you hidden inside needs to come to light and you need to deal with your shit and get rid of it. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be a negative way of thinking, self-defeating belief about yourself. It's time to purge things that no longer serve you. I'm sorry, it was in Libra. The first full moon in Vedic astrology was in Libra, getting your shit together. The last full moon in Vedic astrology is in Scorpio. That's an emotional time. So we're smack dab right in between the new moon and that full moon. So the energy's off. People are ending relationships. People are trying to quit their jobs. People are leaving their homes. This is the energy where it's like purge the bitch out of things that you no longer need in your life. This is what this energy is about. Purging. So the first thing that I'm seeing as you need to look at the sun. I just said, tell her to look at the sun. You don't have to look directly at it. You can do it when the sun is rising or the sun is setting. But you need to detoxify your pineal gland. And that will take away from you because the sun, I've been purifying my home. You need to purify yourself. So when the sun rises, look at the sun. You can wear your glasses, but look at the sun. In fact, I don't even think you should wear your glasses. You need to look at the sun if you don't have any bad eyes. Because what I'm hearing is it purifies the eyes, the energy, and the soul. Basically, we're a whole bunch of Supermans walking on Earth. And it's the sun that restores our energy. Without the sun, we're dead. Be in the sun, vitamin D. You need to be out in nature. This is what you need to do. You need to be in the light. I also see butterflies around you. Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies. You're going through a change. God is the change. I don't know whether you believe in God or not. It doesn't really matter. God believes in you. I've got God is change. I keep seeing your third eye opening. My God. Like detoxifying your pineal gland. I see the third eye. You might be picking up and sensing on things that is not yours. So you need to learn to discern. There's something about sexual energy or the need to, get a bit of boom boom. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, there's supposed to be, it's like growth. I see Sagittarius in your energy. You're going to see 333 everywhere you go. I see a next phase in your energy. I feel like I need to heal the inner child. I've got a tiger that walks by you. So one of your spirit animals could be a tiger, because I just saw a tiger in your energy. That would be stubborn tiger. And then I've also got deja vu. I've also got nostalgia. And I've also got second chances and wishful thinking. Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Tiffany. What does Tiffany need to know? Tiffany. Tiffany, you're allowed to be stuck in the rut, honey. We live in the physical world. You're allowed to be stuck in the rut. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be pissed off. You're allowed to be depressed. We're human, but you're a soul having a human experience because we all die. All I'm saying to you is get out of your own way. You're allowed to be all of the things that I just said, but don't stay in that energy for too long, because you're going to end up co-creating negative energy around you. And you certainly don't want that. Deja vu all the time. It feels like I relive my dreams. Yeah, because your psychic abilities, third eye, are opening up. That's why I was saying to you, third eye, seeking the truth, detoxifying your pineal gland with looking at the sun. You need to learn to have healthy boundaries. Are you going to get over this? Of course you are. Feel your feelings and then get rid of it. Healthy boundaries needs to be implemented with the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands represents maintaining but persevering. Maintaining boundaries, yes, but also persevering and move forward. During this time frame, you need to tap into the spiritual part of yourself, because a spiritual connection is coming your way, or there'll be a leveling up of a connection if you're in one. The Hierophant is marriage, traditions, and spirituality, but it represents tuning into your higher self. I've got a younger masculine around you, so if he's not here yet, he's coming in. Because this is a man of wands, so fire energy, he will spark up a creative energy within you. It could be sexual pleasures. It could be creative projects that are coming your way in regards to this man. I feel like you might be at a crossroads, or you're waiting for something before you make plans to do something. But it's like waiting for something before you make plans to travel, going back and forth about something. If you're not sure what direction to go in, then go in the middle. I also see another man. So there's 2 masculines around you. You might have to choose between the 2, or you might be collaborating with the 2. If this is lovers or friends, if they might be lovers or friends. If they're not here yet, they're coming in at some point. So I am seeing that. Have you recently prayed, wished, and asked the universe for something? Because there is a miracle around you, but you need to restore your faith and your hope. Have faith that things are going to shift and change in your favor. Nothing lasts forever. Did you not know that? Misery and sadness and depression, it doesn't last forever. Happiness and abundance, that can last forever depending on where your frequency is at. You got to get rid of this conflict. You can look at it, you can feel it, and you can do whatever you need to do with it, but then you need to surrender, release, and let it go. The 5 of Wands always represents rivalries, obstacles, challenges, sports play. Why do you think I told you to tap into the spiritual part of yourself? I am seeing, as I'm connecting to you as well, so much learning opportunities. So whatever you're going through is an opportunity for growth, potential, and learning. There's another man around you. Can you save some men for the rest of us, please? So I've got 3 masculines in your energy. Yeah, I've got 2 men, and I've got 2 younger masculines and an older one. If they're not here yet, they're coming in at some point. Again, they could be lovers or friends, or people that you could be collaborating with. You do realize that you have, oh my God, you do realize that you have manifested half of the shit that you are thinking about. You do realize that. If you focus on sadness or depression or worries or fears, consciously or unconsciously, you are coming out as the magician and the magi. So if the magician is the one who can think it, feel it, say it, manifest, and co-create it, you do realize that if you're thinking of good things and bad things, they're all going to manifest itself all at the same time. I told you this too shall pass. The best card in the deck. There are 78 cards in the deck, and this is the only card that takes all the cards out. This one card. Without the sun, we die. And what did I tell you to do at the beginning of your reading? I said, look at the sun. Are you fucking joking? Look at that. You can't make it up. The sun card is material happiness, joyous outcomes, success and victory, absolute blessings, travel and relocation, the birthing of a child. You're going to see 9 days. Things will shift and change for you in 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, or the 9th of a month. So if you haven't started to see that number yet, you're going to see it everywhere you go. Did you know that number 9 in numerology represents completion? Completion of a cycle, a goal, a situation, a lesson. Anchoring your reading, you've got the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands represents awarded, recognition, being the boss, getting awards for the good deeds and the good things that you've done, the blessing. So you have this in your energy. You got, look at this. Prosperity lies ahead, Taurus. As well as, what did I say? Sagittarius, right? Growth potential around you. This is all learning curve. Education, teaching, skills, learning. You need to learn what you're going through so you are able to teach as well the masses. Maybe even going back to school. You've got the boar. It says, face the problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. And I said you got the victorious card anchoring your reading. And look at this, honey. Detach. To manifest your desires, release attachment to the outcome. Don't get caught up in overthinking or doubts. To attract love, work on yourself. You will attract the right person to you. Set intentions and detach. The law of detachment is about trust, surrender, rather than control. Detach. Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius. Did I say that already in your reading? So I hope that helps you in some way, Tiffany. Sending you love and light, sweetheart. Love and light to you. The 11. The 11. Get over here, honey. This is your reading. You're the last person. So I'm going to say, you're so welcome, hon. Once I've done 11, I'm going to read for my subscribers, my super fans and my members. And then I'll do another 10 minutes for my people who are not following me. You don't need to follow me to get a reading. You don't need to tap the screen to get a reading. You don't need to gift me to get a reading. But if you don't follow me, you can ask me one question. Hi, honey. Is it a general or is it something specific? What is your name? What can I call you? You got an AKA name? I don't follow anyone. Add. All right, Ad, I got you. Guys, I have over 100,000 followers. This is my only TikTok. There's a whole bunch of scammers out there and I've pinned it on the main page of my TikTok. I will never reach out to you. I don't scam people. The only time I ever ask for any sort of gifts is during my lives. If you want an in-depth reading, I do free readings as well. Members and super fans can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives and during my lives only. Super fans will always get a guided message with every question they ask me, and I make sure I'm going to be going forward. I'm going to be doing more lives for my super fans only 3 days a week. I'm only changing it now because of the abuse that I got yesterday. Sorry. There's 126 people in here, so there's people who joined in, so I've got to tell you what happened. All right. Is it time to get out of NYC? Angels and guides and loved ones, is it time for you to get out? Yes, it's time. It's time. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to your intuition. Yeah, I don't follow anyone but 28 people. I will never follow anyone more than 28 people. That's it. And I have 100,000 followers. That's how you know it's my legitimate account. I follow 28 people. I have over 100,000 followers, and I'll never reach out to you on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. And I'm verified on Instagram, and I go live on Instagram as well. There will never be 130 people on Instagram. There'll only be about 25 to 30 people. So it's more intimate over there. It's time to go, AD, from New York. Be patient, because I always say you don't need to follow me, because I don't want to get abused at the end of the live. I follow you. Well, you tell me where. So I'll tell you how tarot works. This is how I do it. So if you're not sure where to move, you'll say, Anna, should I go to France or should I go to London? And then I'll place the cards and see which one looks good. When you say to me, Anna, should I be a bus driver or should I work in the bank? Then I can tell you which one. But I can't tell you where to go. Where is your soul calling you? Tell me some places and then I can tell you. But it looks like your time to go. Brazil or Europe? Okay, that's better. All right, let me answer this question before I do your reading. The first thing that I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you is positive work outcome. I feel like you need to nurture and take care of your physical body. I see Virgo around you. I see 444. There's triumph in your energy. You're going to see 444 and 333 everywhere you go. If you haven't seen it yet, you're going to start to see it everywhere. I feel like, I don't know if you want to be distracted or you need a distraction. I don't know if there needs to be a change, but I feel like there needs to be a change and get rid of any toxic drama, argumentative energy, competitive energy. Get rid of this energy. You need to be innocent, have some fun, let your hair down, be childlike. Brazil or Europe? Angels, guides, loved ones, Brazil or Europe for ad. Brazil, Europe. I got Europe here. What were you more going to? I got Europe here. You got study and education and money in Europe. And you may find someone as well in terms of relationship, collaboration, or a partnership in Europe. All right, here we go. Ad. What does ad need to know? Gotta go with your soul. Listen to your intuition. The world will always tell you where you need to be. Maybe in that part of the world, they need your energy. That's why you have to go there. Ad. What does ad need to know? There is a triumph. There is victory around you. There is money to be made around you. You seem, look at that. I don't know what's going on where you are. If you're in New York, if you're in America, I don't know what's going on around you, but I feel like maybe you're done. Seven of Swords is deceit, deception, betrayal, lies, unsatisfactory energy. You might have received some sort of information that took you out of alignment. I feel like now you're done with it. And I feel like the universe will always make you uncomfortable in a place, so you don't have no choice but to leave. If you're feeling stuck and stagnant, the Hangman talks about you self-sacrificing your happiness to please everybody else. Then I'm going to need you to look at your situation from another perspective and another point of view. I moved 3 years ago and it gave me hell on earth. Well, we need to get out of hell and we need to come back to earth. Get out of hell and just go into earth energy. If you don't like it, and this is the worst card, not the devil card, no. This is the worst card in the deck. If you have been around energies that are toxic and the energy there, AD, is toxic, then you need to reevaluate where you are and you need to hurry up and make moves, man. The Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. You're supposed to have your own business. This represents commerce, teamwork, expansion, and travel. If you're not happy where you are, then you definitely need to move out of there. You're supposed to have your own business anyway. You really need to do some soul searching on this. You're already on the right path. The fact that your body and your energy and your intuition is saying it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge, it means you need to go. You're on the right path. But what? Don't wait for anything. Let's make moves. Money is coming your way. This represents self-sufficiency. This represents like solo and luxury pleasures. This represents financial gain. I feel like you might be juggling a couple of things, going back and forth, multitasking, weighing up options. You might even have a new opportunity around study and education when you leave where you are. I told you there's some sort of triumph and victory around you. This is victory, success, recognition, and boss mode. Like being awarded for the good work that you've done. I also feel like you got this what star sign are you? Got earth energy around you, earth energy and water energy here. Virgo, earth energy, Virgo, humanitarian. The Virgos are always hard on themselves. If you're a Virgo, the body part that governs you is your intestines. So you need to take care of your intestines, your stomach area. I'm Virgo moon, so watch the things that you eat, right? It might not be good. Health bandwagon sort of energy. You're also coming out as a healer. So I wouldn't be surprised if you help and heal everybody and put everyone else first and yourself last. That's not going to be good for you anymore. It's time to focus on you first. Everybody else is second. You're coming out as the Magi. This is Virgo. No way. I developed the worst stomach pains here. Has it ever occurred to you, Virgo, that it's your guts way of saying get the fuck out of here? This is, if you Google what star sign the magician is, it's Virgo and Gemini. You are manifesting consciously, unconsciously, good and bad things into your orbit. You have all the tools to manifest everything that you want in your life. Why have you stayed there for so long if it's giving you problems in your stomach in that area? You're not meant to be there in that part of the world. The star card represents miracles around you, a renewed sense of hope, clarity, being in the spotlight, in your energy too. Patience is a virtue. What did I say to you earlier? If you Google the Seven of Coins, the Seven of Coins represents patience. Everything that you planted is going to come to fruition. I feel like you need to go. Did I or did I not say Virgo at the beginning of your reading? Did I not say that? I said I got Virgo energy around you, regeneration, you govern the stomach. Hello? Oh my God. Time to give rather than take. Always takes care of somebody who's less fortunate than yourself. What does that say? Virgo. You got the panda as your guided message. It says, create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or workplace. A sacred space to do what? Meditation, soul searching. You've also got, what did I say to you about your anchor card? No, here. Celebration, recognition, celebration, victory. It says, victory, good news, and hitting a milestone. Once you get out of the place that you're no longer meant to be in, things will change for you and there will be a celebration. And then it's unwanted beliefs is your last card. It said, a belief is a thought you keep thinking. Acknowledge beliefs that are unhelpful and unwanted. Release them by not thinking of them or talking about them. The more you think about them, the more active they are. Only active beliefs have an effect. This is why I say be careful of what you think, feel, and say, because when you focus and put your time and attention onto something, all you're doing is making that energy bigger and bigger and bigger. So not only do I see Virgo, I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo in your reading. So I hope that helps you in some way, sweetheart. It's time to go. All right, let me set my alarm. All right, I'm going to cater to my members, and I'm going to cater to my super fans. General, angels, guides, loved ones, what does Jade need to know? General, what does Jade need to know? What does Jade need to know? What does Jade need to know? You need to let go of any heavy burdens that you're holding on to, because you're going to block away money, prosperity, collaboration, and partnership. You're going to see 333 everywhere you go. Things will also shift and change for you in 3 days, weeks, months, or the third of a month. You need to let go of your pain, your sadness, and your sorrow, because if you're holding on to this, all you're doing is going to create heavy burdens, and you're cultivating more problems instead of blessings. Danielle, any messages for you? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Danielle need to know, please? Love and light for Danielle. What does Danielle need to know? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. I will take care of my followers first, members and super fans, and then I'll cater to people who are not following me. I feel like there's going to be some sort of a wake-up call around you. Pay attention to your dreams and your visions. I feel like you're going to finally make a decision about something. You're going to figure out what your life purpose is, but I also feel like you need to get out of your own way. If you're in the lack mindset and you focus on what you don't have, maybe it's me, maybe maybe I'm never going to have the money or the means, never I'm going to be in a relationship, never am I going to have the security that I'm looking for, then all you're doing is cultivating more heartache and more heartbreak. Not everything is as it seems. Pay attention to the signs and the symbols, pay attention to the synchronicities, and pay attention to your dreams. Dream journaling will be good for you from what I can see. Rose. You'll remember, Rose. I've tried to pin you up. It's not working. Rose. Any messages for Rose? Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Rose need to know? Rose, I feel like you're feeling really emotional. You might be feeling and picking up on every energy around you. So there needs to be like healthy boundaries that need to be implemented. Don't drown in your own emotions. I feel like you need to open up your heart chakra and don't live in the past. I feel like there's going to be a new direction and no missed opportunities around you. I've got a younger man around you. If he's not here yet, he's coming in. And I've also got the 7 of coins. Everything that you've planted and grafted and worked hard on is going to come to fruition. All you got to do is be patient, because patience is a virtue. Abby, you are a subscriber. Will my PhD transfer event go well? Will the event go well? Angels, guides, loved ones. Will the event go well for Abby, please and thank you? Will the event go well for Abby, please and thank you? Will the event go well for Abby? I got a yes. Tell the universe what you're trying to manifest. Get out of your own way. Stop worrying or stressing about something. I've got opportunities for collaboration and partnership. I feel like you need to walk away from emotions that no longer serve you. Ultimately, I see yes in your energy. Yes. Abby, I've got the grouse. It says, express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. That's your guided message. Yes, sweetheart. It feels like it's going to go well. The only person that can create a block to this good energy is you. Any messages for June? Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Alana need to know around June? What does Alana need to know around June? What does Alana need to know around June? You need to get your energy back. If you're giving your energy and spreading yourself too thinly, you're going to feel drained. You're going to feel out of whack. You're going to feel discord and fear. I feel like there's enlightenment in your energy. You're going to start to see things that you couldn't see before. I feel like you need to stop questioning all the things that has gone wrong, could go wrong, may go wrong, and pay attention to the blessing in disguise. I'm seeing that you're going to need to get your mojo back for June. So be more free-spirited, be creative, be more self-assured, and be more positive, and start doing things differently so you can evolve and grow. But I feel like for the month of June, get your energy back. Get your energy back is what I'm seeing. Oh, why am I not able to pin up? Maya, will I get a business office position at my job? Maya, I was trying to pin you up, but I couldn't. Maya, the purple and blue hearts. Maya, purple and blue hearts. Maya. Yes, but you're going to have a choice. You're supposed to be a business owner. You're not supposed to be working for people, sweetheart. Queen of Coins is a business owner. Right now, she's working for other people because she's upside down, but that's not what you were born to do. The Lovers card talks about a choice, an opportunity, an option when it comes to work. I also see an opportunity around love. And I'm also seeing, anchoring your reading, be patient because everything is going to come your way. The money, the means, the blessing, everything that you didn't think was yours is going to be yours. You just have to wait. Divine timing. Any messages for me? Love and finances, Rani. What does Rani need to know, please? Love and finances, Rani. I feel like you're feeling everything a high octave. I feel like your heart is open. You're ready to love. You're ready to give nurturing and healing. But I also feel like there's insecurities around you. Sometimes you may feel like you can't see clearly where you're going when it comes to money, finances, or in love. I feel like not everything is as it seems. There's a distortion around you. The moon card always creates a distortion. So when the moon card shines its light, it means that you can't see everything clearly. I do feel like your finances are going to get better later on. There's going to be a change, a shift, travel and relocation. And there is an opportunity, a man anchoring your reading. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in. Could be a lover or a friend or somebody that you could be partnering up with or collaborating with in and around the work arena. But yes is the answer to your question. Will my son get a new job? And when will I win that lotto? Eventually, he'll get a new job. Maybe not yet. There's a bit of a delay. With the lottery, you could win it at any point because you got the star card. Now, I am seeing... I got the sun card. Any point. Sun card is the best card in the deck at any point. But yes, eventually your son will get a job. The sun card governs all things. Manisha, any messages from my brother-in-law? What do you need her to know? Rakesh. You need to slow down, he says. Slow down, because things are going to speed up for you at some point. There'll be an opportunity to travel, relocate, collaborate. Green is in your energy. Heart chakra, green. I feel like there's going to be travel, expansion, collaboration is what I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you. Taking a leap of faith, new beginnings and new adventures. I also feel like there's an older and a younger masculine around you. If they're not here yet, they're coming in. They could be lovers or friends. If they're not here yet, again, they're coming in at some point. These are like gifts from your brother-in-law. that are coming your way. Manisha. Oh, I read you already. Oh, for crying out loud. My list is closed. Okay, sorry guys. I've got to pause this. I will get back to my members and subscribers. Sorry. Please don't gift me anymore, guys. My list is closed. I'm trying to cater to my... super fans and my members. I've got a read for tracker at the minute. My list is closed, guys. If you gift me now, I'm going to read for you when I come on next time. All right. Sorry, guys. I've got to put a pause on the alarm. Hi, tracker. My list was closed, but I've got to read for you. Nope. It's all right. I'll do it now. What would you like to know? Aims, guides, loved ones, this is for tracker. Be patient, guys. I will start the alarm clock again. There's something about higher purpose. There's something about cleansing the energy. There's something about wisdom. There's something about you needing to pay attention to your dreams and pay attention to your visions. There's something about you needing to have a daily practice, and there's something about a renewal of vows. I see Pisces in your energy, or a ring. You're going to find a ring, or there's a ring that you're supposed to have. I also feel like you might find there might be some information that might come your way. There might be some information that will come your way and you might not like it, but I feel like it's information that you need to receive. I also feel like be cautious about who you allow into your energy. Guard your energy as well from energy vampires, and get rid of any insecurities that you are holding on to, because that will create delays and a block to your blessing. All right, let me just get your cards. Don't focus on the past. If you focus on the past is to lose the future, is what I heard. Tracker. Aims, guides, loved ones, what does tracker need to know? All right, here we go. Tracker. What does tracker need to know, please? Angels, guides, and loved ones, what does tracker need to know, please? This tracker needs to know, please. Rest, recover, recuperate, peace of mind and solitude. From what? What do you need to rest your mind from, tracker? You need to rest your mind and find solitude from conflict, challenges, obstacles, rivalry, sports play, people trying to test your patience. It could be people in the family, it could be your colleagues, co-workers, it could be your children, it could be your partner, but there's a need for you to rest from this sort of energy or from this sort of frequency is what I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you. You got to release any heavy burdens that you're holding on to, because frankly, it's tiring and exhausting. If you're carrying your own burdens and you're carrying everybody else's burdens on your shoulder, it's a heavy load to carry. So the universe wants you to unload this heavy energy. I also feel like as I'm connecting to you, make sure you're listening to your gut, your intuition and your soul. Pay attention to your dreams and your visions. The high priestess is the one who can see with your third eye without seeing. So you don't need to see something to know that it's true. I am seeing two masculines around you. They could be lovers or friends. They could be people that you could be partnering up with or collaborating with at some point. There is a message and an offer, romantic gestures. Maybe somebody around the work arena or studying likes you. I feel like slow and steady wins the race. There's going to be an offer of money as well. I feel like if you're feeling a little bit drained, sorry, I said there were two masculines, I meant three. So opportunities to collaborate or work with three masculines, two older and one younger. Passion, creative projects, inspiration coming your way. And then you've got the three of coins, which is the three men collaborating, partnering up with brushing up on your skill set, brushing up on your craftsmanship, making the money and the means. You're coming out as the healer. The Strength card tells me that you're stronger than you think you are, but you do need to do some self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, and have the courage to persevere and move forward is what I'm seeing in your energy. I feel like things are about to get good. The Eight of Coins is focusing on your business. You're going to hear like pinging in your ears, the high-pitched tones in your ears. That's the angels and the guides and the loved ones. Eight of Pentacles or Eight of Coins represents money, security, your own business, the money, the pay rise, the promotion, the investment. You're going to see 5 and 1 everywhere you go. 5 and 1. Days, weeks, months, 5th of a month, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, the 1st of the month. And anchoring your reading, I've got the Ten of Swords. So there will be an ending to something that no longer serves you, which will co-create a new beginning in your energy. New beginnings, new opportunities. Oh my God. New beginnings, new opportunities, like I said. Birth, emerging, rejuvenation. Oh my God. A new start is coming. New beginnings. Tracker? Are you joking? Purple. Do you know that purple represents the crown chakra? It's the closest connection to God source. And then you've got cat. It says, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over dependency on others. So people are depending on you. It's time for you to start doing something for yourself. And then you've got life purpose. It says, your path is you. You came to this world with the intention of expanding through new experiences, meeting new people, situations, and feelings. We continue to grow and evolve. We do this through contrast, understanding what we do and don't like. Use your life experience to your advantage. Hold on to the good and let go of the not so good. Expand, evolve. You are the creator of your life. Choose love. I hope that helps you in some way. Not only do I see Pisces, I see Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Cancerian. So I hope that helps you in some way, tracker. Please, guys, don't gift me any more. I am really trying to do first my super fans and my members. So I'm going to start the clock again to continue. All right, I'm taking care of my super fans and my moderate and my members, and then I'm going to do another 10 minutes for people who are not following me. So if you're not following me, you can ask me one question. One day I am fine, the next day I am sick. Throughout the day, even today, I wonder why. If you're holding suppressed emotions, suppressed feelings, sadness, anger, sorrow, worries, and fears, you're not releasing it from your body. Your body is going to tell you to stop doing the shit that you're doing. If nothing has changed in your mind, if nothing changes in your emotions, and nothing changes in the words that you are speaking, then your body will take the hit. Does that make sense, Miss Lotus? So if I'm in fear, if I'm in sorrow, if I'm scared, I'm sad, I'm lonely, I'm miserable, you are creating misery in your physical body. So your body takes the hits for your emotions. So if you are none of those things that I said, sad, angry, pissed off, lonely, worried about this, that, and the other, then you shouldn't have any issues in the physical body. The physical body stores emotions, unresolved emotions or sadness or fear. Now, if you're in this energy of unresolved emotion, sadness or fear, no wonder you get sick. Your body will, if you do not listen to your emotions, it will come out as an ailment or a dis-ease in your body. I would know. I died and came back. But you already know this, Miss Lotus, because you've been following me forever. That is why. Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Ms. Lotus need to know? Please and thank you. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Fears, sorrow, sadness. Look at this. Look at all these cards. You're stuck in a way of thinking. You're holding on to past energy, memories and trauma, creating toxicities and discomfort in your physical, mental and spiritual body. And then you've got the Page of Swords, which is like, I'm always sick. So you're creating it with your words. I'm always sick. I don't know why. One day I'm good, the next day I'm bad. You haven't released anything that you're holding on to. You're holding on to toxicities. Thoughts, emotions, feelings, sadness and sorrow. Don't mean to sound like I'm having a go at you, but I love you enough to have a go at you. Get rid of this shit. Stop saying negative words, emotions and thinking negatively of yourself or someone else, or feeling the sadness or the lonesome energy. Get rid of toxicities that are tying you down because you're storing the toxicity in your physical body, or you're allowing people outside of you who are toxic to create illness in your physical body. And then you got the Four of Coins. What are you holding on to? Fears and sadness and worries and sadness and worries and fears. Is that why you're always not well? Let it go. Your body will take the hit, people. If you do not release emotions, unresolved, suppressed emotions, it will make you sick. Dog. It says, your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. You need to let go and stop worrying about what everyone thinks or feels about you. And you need to start sitting in your own power and your own energy. And you need to start saying the right words like, I am healthy, I am happy, I'm abundant, I am secured, I have my angels and my guides. And I don't know, any positive words of affirmation needs to come out of your mouth. Maria, will the divorce be quick? Angels, guys, loved ones, will the divorce be quick? 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 No, not yet, sweetheart, not yet. You seem to be creating a block to your blessings. You need to get out of this energy. You're doing the healing, you're doing the work, and you can outwardly walk with like that kink in your step, but you're coming out as the upside down Queen of Wands and the upside down Queen of Cups. You put all your attention on the divorce. You don't even put your attention on something different. You're supposed to have new love, new beginnings, new opportunities around love. You're supposed to have like a soulmate, a divine counterpart, but when you talk to me, you do talk a lot about your divorce. So you're not focusing on anything else but the divorce. So how are you supposed to expect the divorce to go quickly when your thoughts, your emotions and your words go into the divorce? You got the rattlesnake. The experience that you're presently going through are an initiation to fulfilling your purpose as a healer. Take it slow and steady. Everything will happen in divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. Is Damien the right one for you, Sade? I was trying to pin you up, it didn't work. Sade. Is Damien the right one for you? I think you asked me this. It feels like at some point you'll feel like a mother to Damien. This is a mothering card. It will feel like this person will feel like a child to you at some point. Like Damien will all of a sudden not feel like a boyfriend, a lover or a husband. You're going to end up feeling like a mother and a nurturer, and it feels like a little bit off. I feel like this person might need to be in your life because you have some sort of lesson to learn. I feel like alone you'll be very abundant and you'll have lots of money, but I just feel like you're going to end up feeling like a mother, and at some point it could end. Do I feel like you and Damien are supposed to be together during this time frame? Probably. Maybe you need to learn important lessons from him. Maybe there's important lessons that you need to learn from this person. So I do feel like, yeah, you might need to be with him. Sometimes the lessons that we learn from people ain't so good, but it will help you to grow and evolve as a soul. Edna, is this the year I purchased my family compound? Is this the year? No, sweetheart, but you will get it. You will get your compound. You must listen to your intuition. Your intuition is on point. It might not be this year, but you will sign a contract. This is contract, good karma, but not yet. There will be a few things that you need to learn and a few things that you have to wait for, but eventually it will be yours. You got the Tiger card as your guided message. You're a subscriber. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. See, there are other things in the midst of just getting the land. There's so much more. Helen, will Janat be upset if I talk about changes for the business since she misused the funds? Fucking do it, man. Who cares if she gets upset? Who cares if she gets upset, Helen? Sag Fairy, do it. She's not going to get upset. She's going to put on a front and a face. She's going to put a front and a face, but you do need to talk about it because she did misuse the funds. She misused the funds. So I feel like you do need to discuss it and you definitely do need to talk about it. Yes. I'm a little stressed today, Rachel. Is there anything that I need to know? Walk away from your stress. If you're not handling it or you can't deal with it right, just be like, fuck it. Whatever. It is what it is. No more, no less. Walk away from stresses and things that no longer emotionally fulfill you. 5 of Wands. Walk away from conflict, challenges, obstacles, rivalry. Get into man mode. The Emperor. The woman that thinks like a man. Be strategic. Make plans. Have respect for yourself. Be the leader. Take control of your life. Be patient because this too shall pass. Everything that you planted is going to come to fruition. This too shall pass. All right, I'm going to do... Give me 1 second. Oh, for fuck's sake, why can't I pin it up? Amna. And then I'm going to do people who are not following me. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to be a super fan. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to gift me. You don't have to tap the screen. Don't want to get abused. Don't be any of those things. And I'm going to do 10 minutes for people who are not following me as well. Will Nasir and I reconcile? Amna. No. Amna, I'm trying to pin you up. Will you reconcile? First and foremost, you're a queen and you'll be unsatisfied with him if you did reconcile with him. Number 2, this man is a child and has to grow up and is very slow to movement. You are not on the same page. You don't match each other's energy. He's a knight and you're a queen, and a queen needs a king. Anchoring your reading, there's a king. So you need to wait for him and trust your intuition. I've got no with that one. All right, I'm going to read for people who are not following me. You're allowed to ask me 1 question if you don't follow me. I need to know anything I need to know right now, Jasmine. Angels, guides, loved ones, anything that Jasmine needs to know, please, in love and light. 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, the 10th of a month where things are going to shift and change in your favor. You're going to see 10, 10, 10 everywhere you go. You need to release all your shit. Sorry, Jasmine. You got to release any bullshit that doesn't serve you anymore. The bullshit could be people, situations, family, colleagues, co-workers, friends, negative ways of thinking, self-defeating beliefs, because it's fucking heavy energy. This is about you carrying everybody else's burdens as well as yourself, and it's exhausting and it's tired and you need to let it go. 10 of Swords is let go of the past and move into your future. Everything you put out is coming back to you. This is the equal balance of give and take. Payback's a bitch. You put money, time, love and energy out, it's coming back for you. There's also travel, trip, relocation and a holiday around you. There's travel, trip, relocation and a holiday around you at some point. Emmanuel, will I still be financially stable this year? Angels, guides and loved ones, will Emmanuel be financially stable this year? Please and thank you. Will you be financially stable this year? It depends on you. Save money, save hard. Be logic of mind when it comes to money and stability, because the King of Swords is a little bit irrational and can be reckless on some level. Maybe spending too much money on things that you don't need to. There is good news, a message and an offer coming your way. I do feel like there is stability around you and you're supposed to have your own business. If you don't have your own business, then you need to be the boss. Why? 8 of Coins is mastering your craft, creating a body of work, and this is money coming in at some point. You can have the stability that you want, but you have to make sure that you're grounded and you're being responsible with your cash. Aria, will the university do an academic... Guys, keep your questions small. Investigation on you. Will the university do an investigation on you? I don't think so. You're having a fucking nightmare about it. You're not sleeping well. You're going crazy over it. You're having anxiety, depression, grief. It doesn't feel like it's going to happen. And if it does, it's not going to it's not going to come to fruition. Like, stop doing silly things. Okay? Don't do anything to be investigated. Did Peter see my message? How does he feel about that? Doris. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to like. You do not need to subscribe. And you do not need to follow. And you do not need to share. I do read for people who don't follow me. But every person will get... Every person who doesn't follow me is allowed to ask me one question. I do think that this person has seen the message. But I feel like this person is stoic and cold and cutthroat and brutally honest and egotistical and could be a bit narcissistic. I feel like this person's got a lot of conflict going on in their brain. And I don't think you are the first factor in their head when they wake up. I just feel like this person is like got other things going on in their personal lives. And you're not the main factor in this person's mind or life. Doris. Other things going on, Doris. Anthony, general finances and romance. Angels, guides, loved ones. Finances and romance. Anthony, finances and romance. Romance is coming in later on. Money will come in sooner. This is like romance and this is coins. Ace of Coins is job, money, pay rise, promotion, investment. That's going to pay off. Ace of Cups is love, romance, partnership, marriage. But I feel like it's coming in later on. I feel like you're all up for it. There's good news coming your way that's going to be emotionally fulfilling, especially around money. But in terms of love, that will come in later on. How will my new job go from next week? Will I get permanent? Angel, guides, loved ones, will Roshi get a permanent job? Will you get it permanent? I don't know. I feel like there's going to be another option for you because the Two of Wands is 2 roads, 2 options, 2 choices. I don't know if this is going to be your job. I feel like there'll be another one coming your way. It will be something more tangible, more stable, and it will be something that is long term. Do I think it's this one? I don't know about this, Roshi. It doesn't feel like it is. I hope I'm wrong, but it doesn't feel like it is. Mandeep, does Dinesh missing me? Does Dinesh miss Mandeep? I don't think so. This person is a child and has to grow up. I don't care if they're older than you, they're money orientated, they're immature and has a lot of growing up to do. There's a lot of conflict in this person's mind. And I also feel something around like a mother's, like a mummy's boy, you know, like that sort of energy. Stephanie, when is my new beginning coming? It could come right now. Depends on you. If you feel like your beginning is somewhere in your tomorrow, then it will be in your tomorrow. There's no, tomorrow does not exist. The past does not exist. We only are in the present. This is the only thing that exists in this moment, right here, right now. So if you're waiting for your new beginnings to come tomorrow or on Tuesday or on the 17th of June, then it will come always. Your new beginnings will always be a day away. If you want to have a new beginning now, you need to cut the bullshit and say to the universe, you want your new beginning here and now in this moment. Say what you mean and mean what you say. You want emotional fulfillment, contentment, a happy life, the happy home, then you need to have healthy boundaries. You want a new beginning, then you need to state to the universe what you're trying to manifest. You're waiting for a new beginning to come. Well, your new beginning is always going to be a day away because you don't think it's here today. Does that make sense? My relationship with Teddy. Anne Marie. Angels, guides, loved ones. Relationship with Teddy. You need to move on. You've got another person coming in. You could have a choice between Teddy and someone else. There's a divine counterpart and a soulmate coming your way. Teddy is slow to movement, money orientated. Things are going to move on Teddy's time, not on your timeline. This person is childish, immature, emotionally immature, and like is the kind of person that's like get rich or die trying energy. Maggie, is justice miss and thinking about you? Does justice miss you and is justice thinking about you? No. Yes. Miss you? No. Think about you? Yes. This person is egotistical, narcissistic, and also childish, all in one energy. They think that they should be recognized for everything. They think they're great looking. They think that they are supreme beings. God has a God complex to some degree, and you're praying or wishing for something that you should not be wishing for. Because if you're going to get that wish and you're talking about justice being with you or wanting to be around you, you might not like what you get in the end. You're going to be like, this is bullshit. T-baby. Finances and romance. T-baby. Angels, guides, loved ones. T-baby. I don't know if you're ready for this, man. It feels like you're supposed to have love, marriage, proposal, higher form of commitment, the birthing of a child, but you're not getting it yet. It feels like you need to get rid of insecurities or sadness or sorrow around love or somebody from the past. There's an older masculine coming your way, but he ain't here yet. I feel like as I'm connecting to you around finances, you've got an opportunity of two things. You've got to choose between two jobs or two situations when it comes to money. I also feel like you might be studying or going back to school or educating yourself. It feels like you might go back to school, want to educate yourself. Will J. Wad contact you by the end of next month? Sidra, will J. Wad contact you by the end of next month? Guys, this is my only TikTok. I'll be going live on Instagram tomorrow, and I'll tell you what time I'm going live. So pay attention to what time I'm going live on my Instagram tomorrow. The link to my Instagram is on the main page of my TikTok. I do think that JWAD is going to contact you by next month. But I feel like there's a lot of healing that needs to be done in this connection, or with you and or JWAD. It feels like this person is trying to focus on money and focus on themselves and focus on their prosperity and their cash. I do feel like there needs to be a serious balance between your connection between Sidra and JWAD. I do feel like at some point there could be a relationship here, but at the moment it just feels like the energy is a little bit out of balance. But yes, there will be a contact, and the out of balance doesn't have to be you. It could be that this person is out of balance on some level. I'm going to be on my live on Instagram. There's 134 people in the room. I can't get to everyone, I would die. If you would like to get on Instagram, there's only like 25 to 30 people on there. So it's very intimate. The link to my Instagram is on the main page of my TikTok. Click on the link. It will take you to my Instagram. It's very quiet over there. Love it there. I will do private. I will do gifted readings as well as free readings. But please bear in mind, I'm only on Instagram for 2 hours. I'm never on there for any longer unless I'm doing paid readings. But I could do a whole hour of free readings and then a whole hour of paid readings on Instagram. Everything is different on every platform. Please remember, guys, that this is my only TikTok. I always say you don't need to gift me. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to be a subscriber. And if you don't follow me, I will read one question for you every time I come on live. So members and subscribers, you can ask me as many questions. If you're not happy with your membership or your super fan or your subscriptions, don't be any of those things anyway. Okay. So I love and appreciate you guys. I am out. I need to go and cook. I hate cooking. I need to go cook. I'm a really good cook though, but I hate cooking. I'm still trying to post up 3 of my lives on my YouTube. This is now the 4th. I've been on here for more than 2 hours, so it's going to take at least a week or 2. I'm still trying to download it. I always say to everybody, record your reading, because there's always technical difficulties downloading the live. On Instagram, once I finish my live, the live is already posted up 3 minutes later. It's so good on Instagram, so you don't even have to record it. Link to my Instagram is on the main page of my TikTok. If you want to have a private reading with me, a paid private reading, email me. My email is on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube. I will never reach out to you guys. So somebody with my face is reaching out to you that is a scammer. Block, report and delete those people. I do refunds and I don't ever ask anyone to gift or follow me or tap the screen. Who the fuck has got time to do that? Love and appreciate you guys. I will see you on my Instagram tomorrow. Keep your eye on Instagram. Keep your eye on TikTok for the time. Bye, guys. Love and appreciate.